From downtown, this is Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam, and you're listening to NintenDomain Podcast. Boom shakalaka!
This week on NintenDomain, it's the last episode of 2025, and we got to talk about Metroid, Katamari, gifts, lots of things.
In honor of episode 501, I'm wearing the same fabric as Mario's pants. Denim, denim, denim.
I felt sicky and point and clicky.
Welcome to NintenDomain Podcast, episode 501. We are past the 500 that we did last week, which is out there. You can listen to, we recorded it live thanks to all the guests that came by to say hello to us and all that. And if you happen to be listening to it on the free feed, you should listen to it there because I did some fun stuff. Jeremy did mention about maybe having quotes from 100 and 200 and 300 and 400, and I did that. I did that very thing.
I like that.
Oh, you did that?
Did you hear it?
Did
you hear it, John?
Yeah, it brought a little tear to my eye.
Nice.
At first I was like, wait, what
I got
is that?
somebody, even though you're on the show every week. I was hoping somebody would appreciate it. No,
it was really nice.
Yeah, I basically took all the intros of our various other 100 episodes and stuck them all together. I was actually kind of, somewhat inspired by like the Marvel intros where they show all the different things, or even more recent, like the Yakuza games do that too, where it shows all these different moments from Yakuza over the year. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I could, because Jeremy said, oh, you should pull something from every episode. And I was like, well,
that was me. I was kind of joking because I knew it'd be a lot of work.
Yeah, but I did it anyway. That's all you need to do. You need to mention it, and then it starts going in my brain. I was like, oh no, wait, I can do that. So yeah, I took all the intros and all that.
I appreciate that. It was a nice walk down memory lane.
I thought, I enjoyed putting. I thought it was fun. It made me laugh because I hadn't heard them in so long. And our first our 100 live one, where it's just like, oh wait, it's live. All right, no, let's do it. It's like we don't know what to do. It's funny. They were all funny. But yeah, we are your hosts. I'm Trey. Wario World is much better than I thought it was. Johnson.
I'm Jeremy. Rolled credits. Mikowski.
I'm John Blippo again, but I'll explain it this time, Knitter.
Yeah. You said Blippo a second. We didn't really get into it. And rolled credits. Literally rolling. Hopefully they're interactive credits you can roll up into. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about that.
Oh, I will.
We're back after our big 500th episode bash and all that, and also, whatever, Christmas, winter solstice next week. So
yeah,
so we won't be here. So this is the last one, but there'll be some extra stuff for the free feed. There'll be extra stuff for the patrons and all that. So there will still be things, but it won't be our regular show. And then we'll come back and do our Game of the Year stuff as we normally do when it's actually next year. We're not skipping a bunch of games like the Game Awards do or whatever. But yeah, start off the show as we normally do and talk about games we got and games we've been playing. And we have a lot to talk about because we like barely talked about Metroid Prime 4 last week.
Yeah, we didn't talk about any news or anything.
We were trying to.
I do have some stuff. When we get to the news, I have some stuff from news from going back 2 weeks, so it might be a little bit old, but we're catching up, and also some stuff that I've played over the last 2 weeks. So
I'll say we don't necessarily have to do all the news. If there's some of it that's like
there's a whole bunch of it, yeah, yeah, we can select as always, but we'll get the important stuff.
Whatever you like, but I'm actually pretty interested to find out what Jeremy thought about the new Katamari game because we haven't talked about that at all. So.
Nope.
Do you want to start off with that? Because we didn't say anything about it. We said like very brief stuff about Metroid, but we've got to talk about the Katamari, Once Upon a Katamari, which you got
we should.
From me as a gift for your birthday. But no, how?
Yeah, and I opened it live on air.
You did. But what do you think?
I think it might be my favorite Katamari game because I've played the
Really? Over the second one?
Because I've played the other two fairly recently, and I guess there's the one on Xbox that's different.
There's the 360 one. A lot of
which
people,
was fine.
a lot of people didn't like it because they said it was kind of. I heard it repeated some stuff, like it wasn't all that new. I guess is what people were saying about that one.
Yeah, it was
But
kind
I
of a
don't know.
throwback, and it was like bringing it to a new platform, so that kind of makes sense. But yeah, and then there was one on the sequel that was only on PlayStation. That was We Love. That's the one that came out recently, the remake. But yeah, I love these games. These games will always catch my attention, so really appreciate the gift. And I beat it. Yeah, I played it all the way to the end. So it kind of surprised me. I didn't think it was going to end so quickly because it was like, I mean, I didn't have to go to the end. You know, it was one of those things where you get a certain amount of collectibles and then you're at the end. But it didn't give me any kind of like indication that's what was happening. It just was all of a sudden it's like, well, here's the final boss, sort of how they deal with the final bosses in this game.
Yeah, and this one is supposed to involve like time travel or something, right? Is that?
Yeah,
I remember seeing that from the trailer because like you can roll up dinosaurs and that sort of thing.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's like a Stone Age, and then there's like Ice Age, and what else? There's like
Another age,
Edo,
another old
Japan.
age, medieval age. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like medieval Japan, like before it was Tokyo and it was called Edo still.
Oh yeah,
And then
the feudal times is what they
yes,
call it, right?
and then there's
feuds.
also like modern day Japan and all kinds of cool shit. It's fun. It's a fun game. I like it. And I was telling John before the show started that I was kind of getting that feeling that maybe similar to what you described about seeing parts of Japan after playing through Yakuza Trey, because
Oh yeah.
I'm seeing things that kind of look like I swear Osaka Castle was in one of them, one of the levels, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the castle I was in. And then I can roll it up.
You
I
can't.
think it just says like castle.
You're
I don't think it says
You're like I was there, and I'm rolling up now.
I was there. Now I'm rolling it up. I don't have to go up no stairs.
Yeah.
I'm already above it. Yeah, it's a cool game though. Like one thing that I made, like I think I might have briefly mentioned something last week about being a little confused about it, but I wasn't using the menu correctly because each set of levels, there's like multiple stages in each of the sets of levels, so you have to hit the R button to like scroll to the next one, and I didn't realize that. So once I realized that, it was really easy to collect all the stuff I needed to unlock more levels. And once I figured that out, then I just basically played it until I was done with it. I'll probably play it more though, because there might be more.
Yeah. So is there still more to do? Like after
Yeah, there's still more to do.
post game or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Katamari games are normally not that long. I think the one thing I'm really interested in is like the soundtrack. Does it deliver like the previous
It's pretty
games?
good. I don't know. It doesn't have like, none of the tracks have jumped out to me as like earworms. So other than when they bring back the classic, like it's like a remixed version of the classic Katamari on the Rocks, whatever it's called.
Because when
Question about that, because I know that on the digital version, there's two price tiers, and one has all the complete soundtrack. So the one on
Really?
that you got on the card, yeah, does they have the full soundtrack?
Well,
or-
I thought maybe that was like a digital code for a soundtrack you could listen to apart from the game. Is what I thought, but maybe I was wrong on that. I don't
know.
I would say I don't think it's like an anime thing where you got to pay like $100 to get the license, like intros.
I mean, I watched the little credits and it listed all the songs, and there's probably like 15 or 20. It didn't seem like there were a lot of tracks that were listed.
Okay. So I remember on the previous one that we all had, the We Love, that was the case where there was two versions. One was cheaper, and then one you paid like $20 more and got the complete soundtrack.
What?
Yeah, so you might.
But, I mean, was it in game or was it separate? Because a lot of games do sell you a soundtrack that you can download to your phone and all that,
I'm almost certain it was in game.
which is weird.
Huh.
But just check it out. Maybe you got a little bonus you can purchase if you want the full soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recall the music didn't jump out at me like it did in previous games. So I guess that would be a little tick against it. It's fine. It's okay. And like the stuff that's annoying about Katamari is still there. They didn't get rid of that. So
You can change the controls, though. I heard that, right? I mean, if you want to make it modern, but I don't think I
suck.
personally would. I'd want it to
the
be
modern
the way it
controls are
was.
not
Yeah,
nice.
probably
I like 'em.
would feel weird, I would think.
Shauna tried to play a little bit of it and got pretty frustrated with the controls and not to mention the camera is just awful.
Oh, yeah,
The bigger you get.
it's always been awful for
So
every
that is
version.
not fixed. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not fixed. There's like you can do the thing where you do like a rapid swap to the other side, and I think that's always been in the game. But
Yeah, where you push the 2 sticks down.
there's certain levels where you have to
you
do
jump
that, or
over.
you'll just be stuck. And in fact, I did get stuck a few times. I had to reset the level because I was too small, or I was like big enough to fit in somewhere, but then I couldn't get back out, and I got stuck multiple times. That was kind of annoying, but it was never that. I didn't lose that much gameplay over it. But yeah, it's a cool game. I highly recommend it. Maybe someone can borrow it, figure something out like that.
Oh yeah, it is physical. I got you a physical one, so you can send it.
I'm gonna try
We
to
could pull a Super Mario 3D World and send it around to each other.
That'd be fun.
I guess the idea. So I'm looking up what John was saying about the different, because I'm like, what the hell is with this like deluxe version of We Love Katamari? I guess the idea is like you pay extra and you get songs from other games that are not We Love Katamari, is what it is within the game. So you're not getting a lesser version of it if you buy the regular version. You can play songs from the first game within the second game, is what it is.
That's what I was trying to say.
And from the third game and the fourth game and the fifth game or whatever game after that. That's basically how it works. So you're not limited if you bought the normal version. You're not missing anything. So as far as this new one, I don't think it had anything like that. But I don't know. I'll have to look that one up too.
Yeah, I mean, if it had like the full ass like from all the games in it, that'd be pretty cool. If it had like all that, but no, so I'm at the end of the game, and there's like the very last level has like these challenge type levels that are really tough. So I'm gonna try to beat those. I don't know if anything special is gonna happen, but there's like one where you have like 1 minute to roll up a significant size that I don't know how I'm gonna beat, but I'm going to eventually. But yeah, it's a good game. It looks really pretty.
Does it look all right on the? I mean, I saw people, saying that maybe it didn't run as well as it would on Switch 1, but I'm sure there's been updates since then, and
I guess if there's anything I've noticed is like some pop in, but that doesn't matter in this game. Like this game just doesn't really. There's so much chaos.
They've kind of always had that, and just with the low poly of everything, I feel like pop in really doesn't.
Oh yeah, and the low poly
feel weird. I mean, the low poly is part of the charm, so I figured pop in's
like
part of the charm.
And even though it's in like high def, those textures are blurry. It's fine because it fits the texture.
Does it look different? I mean,
just like the faces and stuff. I mean, like all the other stuff is really pretty and like vibrant.
Does it look like it's like kind of like a level above? Like, I mean, because what we were playing before were like remakes of the PlayStation 2 games, and that's how many generations back? Like, is this one?
It looks
does it feel like a newer game?
Like it feels like a new game. Yeah, it feels like it's got a different structure to it a little bit, the way the levels are, and the presentation's different. Like you get these little vignettes in each time period where the king and the queen are having their own separate adventures.
Oh yeah, and there's some king stuff too, right?
Yeah,
some king shit. Because I know.
I mean, it's always about the king.
Yeah, but there was supposed to be some like DLC stuff if you own the other Katamari games, which we all do. You're supposed to get some extra like skins of the king.
Yeah.
To use
I have the
as
king
your
as a skin
character and all that.
A lot of unlockables as far as like cosmetics and stuff. So I don't know how deep I'll dig into that, but it's there if you want to play around with it. There's also there's this new game in there called Katamari Ball that I don't really understand, but it might be fun if I mess around with it a little more. You can like unlock stuff with it, but I've only played one match of it because it forced me to.
There's an online mode too, right? From what I understand, where you can compete to like make the biggest ball or whatever against other people online.
Ball. Yeah, and you can roll people up, which is kind of cool.
I heard that's all right. If you're into online stuff, like it's got some.
I'll have to give it a try.
It's got some decent multiplayer or whatever. I saw that as being a positive aspect of it that people were liking. I think as far as once again on the music thing, I think the deluxe version just has like extra songs from other Katamari games in it. And you can, if you wish, if you're like, oh, I wish I was listening to We Love Katamari or whatever, I think you can buy that you can add it to it. So there's like a deluxe version of this, but it's just, I think it's remixes of original songs that you can add to to the soundtrack. So it doesn't really, you didn't get like a lesser version of it or anything like that. And extra costume items and whatnot stuck in there.
It feels like this has a lot more levels in it than the other ones. Maybe it just seems that way to me, but and I feel like there's a pretty decent variety to them, and then some of the really fun ones in there. I can't remember if the last one had like where you're rolling up you're like making the guy fat by rolling him around in food,
Yeah, I don't
So
remember
he's
that.
getting bigger. Oh, it's hilarious.
Well, I didn't beat the second one, so I don't know. But I do think I heard stuff about that, about the new one.
Mm-hmm. And there's like one where you're a ball of fire and you have to light a torch. That one's kind of annoying, but it's only one level like that, so that's kind of nice. And then like, there's levels where you collect a bunch of flowers or whatever, or money. Brings that back. But I'm finally, obviously I beat the game, but I was at the point in the game where you start, starting like 5 centimeters and you get up to like a kilometer tall by the end of it. That's Katamari at its best. I love when you're just like, there's like nothing left to roll up. It's just a blurry blue mass that you're rolling around on.
My favorite level in the first game was where you start off under a car and then you get big enough to roll up the car. Like I just love that like scope to it. You start up under the tire of a car and then you can roll up the whole car and the garage or whatever's next to it. And I was like, I just like that. That's so cool. Like the scope of just being so tiny and now everything is so small. Like I'd said it before. It's almost like it's an RPG kind of, where you start off like so weak and then towards the end you're super super strong.
Like those old games where you're like the fish and you keep getting bigger every time you eat a fish and then you can eat bigger fish.
Sure, yeah.
It's like a big ball version of that.
It's like that, but with rolling, yeah, very much so. You can, you get to get the bigger thing, and you can get even bigger things after that.
Yeah, some of the levels just aren't that fun, but I feel like that's every Katamari game. There's just some new mechanic they introduced that's not cool, and then if they just leave it on one level, that's fine with me. Because I kept like I couldn't figure out why the level would suddenly end. And it took me several tries to realize I was rolling through like a little puddle on the ground and it was putting out the fire. But it didn't say anything like you put the fire out or anything like that. It just failed me. So I didn't know what was happening. But yeah, I can talk about this other stuff quick and then, maybe we can just all talk about the other one. If we want to talk about Metroid more, we can talk about that later.
We should.
And I want to see you guys open your gifts.
Oh, yeah, that too.
We'll get to that. But I was just, I don't know. I figured I'd say Katamari at the top because I don't think we said anything about it at all. I mean, we said it in your intro, like that you want to roll up all the episodes together. And I didn't realize that that's what you meant until I was editing it later. But I was like, oh, yeah, we didn't say anything about Katamari. But we didn't really have a whole lot of time.
Nope. It was mostly just about, people telling us how great we were.
Yeah. And we didn't even get to talk about what we personally wanted for the future of NintenDomain. Maybe we could fit that in this episode. Like I was like, oh, we should have just said like what we wanted, aside from the guests or whatnot. But yeah, we didn't get to talk about Katamari, but you like it. It's a.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe recency bias, but I find it to be my favorite one that I can think of off the top of my head that I've played out of all of them. If it had better music, it would be perfect. Yeah, and then other than that, I bought some stuff on sale, so I did end up picking up the Soul Reaver.
Yes, I saw you did good
collection.
things, even though you said you weren't going to get them. Which
I didn't play it very long.
I saw you had Soul Reaver, which I thought was funny. Which I actually saw. I saw a physical version of Soul Reaver today. I went to GameStop earlier to try to get I don't know. I was trying to get stuff together for my nieces for Christmas and all that, and I was like, well, maybe I should. And I had like a couple hours to burn before the holiday party. So I was like, let's go to GameStop. And I felt like the one GameStop that's left of the GameStops I used to go to when I lived like over in Logan Square or whatever, like they're all gone. Like all the games. I think the one that we went to for the Wind Waker, John, is still there. But a lot of the GameStops I used to go to are gone. Like they're just not around anymore. I had to go to the one on Addison, which I never went to. But there was one on North Avenue that I used to go to, and that one's gone. But yeah, the one on North Avenue is gone. There's one in Elston that I would go to. That one's gone too. But yeah, no, I went
on the stock market.
I went over there and found a GameStop, and yeah, I was really surprised to see a physical version of that game of Soul Reaver 1 and 2. I was like, what, really? I didn't even think it existed, and I didn't even think it would be used at a GameStop on Addison, but there it is.
It's definitely, I didn't play 2 at all. I've only played a little bit of the first one as far as like on this particular collection, and it's fine. I'm remembering the game pretty quickly. It's not that complicated of a game, really. It's like a brawler where you have to do finishing moves.
Yeah. I mean, did you feel the same way that I did when I told you before that I found myself getting lost in the game because everything looks very similar?
I don't think I honestly played it long enough to get lost.
Yeah. That was my problem is I just didn't know where to go and there wasn't a map. I mean, at least Metroid has a map, but I thought all
Sure.
the walls looked the same. Oh,
It really
and
does.
also there's two different versions of everything too. There's like the dead world and the live world or whatever, which like look the same too. So it like adds extra complication on how to find things. So I was kind of like,
Yeah, except for where the water like disappears when you go in it.
oh, when you're in when you're in like the whatever the dead world or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I like the way it looks, but I couldn't play it because I couldn't figure out where to go. But you have it now, so
It's fine.
You can,
Yeah, I have
you
it.
can get lost too.
It's a vibe. It's got a certain vibe to it, that a very Victorian vampire story, like Anne Rice novel or some shit.
Sure.
So that's cool.
Minus like the fun like rock and roll vampires.
Right. Well, I mean, his name's Azrael and Legacy of Cain. It's just a bunch of heavy metal
We're
shit.
gonna get there on the whatever it's called, the Diary of the what the fuck is that show called that I really like?
Interview with the Vampire
Yeah, the new one, the AMC one,
or Vampire Diaries.
You're saying it's a good show, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's great. I love both seasons, but they're gonna
I
get
watched
weird
it.
because it gets really weird later. Like
Cool.
they become rock stars. The vampires do. Like there's a bunch of books of them. There's Interview with the Vampire, but that is like 6 books long or whatever, and they're going to get into the weird shit. So
It's like the
I'm
Vampire
excited.
Lestat or whatever.
Yeah, Lestat becomes like a rock star like later in the
Yep,
books,
yep.
and I'm excited about that. So, and they're so gay now. It's great. The gay vampires. No, it's an excellent show. I'd recommend it. I liked it a lot.
I mean, you're around that long, you probably destroy everything. I bought the GTA 3 trilogy, so I have that now.
Oh yeah, you said
It's also on
you
sale.
said you were gonna. Oh, was it on sale? Yeah, I remember you said you
Yeah.
were looking into
$20, right?
Yeah.
Good deal.
No, I have that. I haven't really played much of that yet either, but
it.
I do have all 3 of them on the Switch ready to go.
I think it does get somewhat of an upgrade on the Switch 2 version. I think is what I heard. It's got it's got higher.
It's like a
frame
performance
rates
upgrade or
and all
something.
that.
Yeah, I played it on. I messed around with it for a bit, and I feel like it does perform better. But even like 2 years ago, they gave a significant upgrade on the Switch 1 version, and that was like a night and day difference from the much talked about
The really bad
launch.
first. Yeah.
I mean, it was running bad on literally every platform too, though.
Yeah.
Actually,
It just felt like a real half-assed
super
version
sloppy
of it, like real
Yeah.
not
Once again, I liked
real
it.
lazy slop or whatever is what people are saying. But there were some crazy glitches in there too, right? Where the guy's like head would get bigger like every time you turned on the bike.
Yeah,
or
I had
whatever.
one where
they had
guy,
some crazy
his,
glitches
his
in there.
fingers were
Where his
like
arms got really
Wolverine
long. Yeah.
claws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing
awesome.
really, really funny, weird shit from it. So, yeah.
It never to me never took away from. I thought the games were still good and it was totally worth it. I think it maybe crashed a couple of times, but it's all a moot point now because now it's all in good shape and looking even better on the Switch too. And I think Jeremy will be happy with it.
so many games because these were both collections, right? So
Yeah.
and between those and then the
Got enough
the
space
other-
for those? I mean, they're
the
probably
big
not that
main.
big.
I've had to delete stuff. I mean, I just juggle stuff on my
Yeah,
Switch.
you still don't have you don't got a new card. You're still just rocking it.
Correct.
No, so
There was one you might be interested in. This is jumping forward a little bit, but there's a deal right now for the 256 Samsung one. It's $33.
That's not bad.
But what
That might
what
be
is
worth
what
it.
is the amount that you get like just on the Switch like as up? Isn't it like
It's
200 or something?
256.
It's about the same. So it would like
Yeah, it
more,
would double
your
more or
storage.
less double your amount. Yeah, it's all about like how much you want to spend on. Like I got the 500 one for like 60 because that was a deal like when the Switch launched. Just because I didn't want to like not have a card, I guess. But yeah, it's all
Yeah.
like how much you want to put on it.
It honestly doesn't take too long. Like before I went to Japan, I loaded it up with all the games that I thought I'd want to play, and then of course I had internet when I got there, so I could still shuffle stuff around if I wanted to. It's like the Switch gets online, and I can always just re-download the game if I really want to play it.
Sure, and you do the old the fridge organization as
Yep.
Reggie would always say back in the day. Switch your shit around in the fridge, and then you'll get to whatever you want to play.
And I tend to hyper focus on 1 or 2 games at a time anyway, so I don't really need.
You think so?
Yeah,
I'm joking. I know you put like 300 hours into UFO 50 already.
yeah.
200 something. I actually thought I was going to try to. I thought about getting UFO 50, but I didn't.
I don't have any reason to play it.
But I'm not going to say what I got because I don't know. I think somebody in my family might listen to this podcast, so I'm not going to say it until after. But I got them cool stuff, I thought.
That's cool. But yeah, I don't know if you want to. I guess I can move on from there, and then we can talk about Prime 4.
Yeah, you want to talk about Metroid? I beat it since last week.
Yeah, and I think I got to be pretty
I
close.
made it all the way through.
'Cause I just beat the mines, and now I'm doing like fetch quest shit, or not. You know what I mean? I have to go like collect all the green crystals and.
Oh, I actually partially because I don't remember them saying anything about getting the green crystals, like just from playing the game regularly. But I listened to NVC podcast, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got to collect all these green crystals."
Miles McKenzie talks to you about it.
Oh, okay. I guess maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But they're like, "Oh, you got to get all of them." That's not true. You don't have to get all of them. I got like half of them, and I'm fine. And you can keep collecting them, but nothing happens after that.
Yeah,
Like you don't have to get as much as they make you think like you do, as far as they being like influencers or whatever, like YouTubers.
Right.
Or
I thought for sure
any of
because
those people that want to make you feel.
I've been going out of my way to always collect all the ones I see for the most part, and I still didn't have enough, and I was kind of pissed about that.
Oh, I mean, because what I was doing is I would just like whenever I beat a dungeon, because there's like there's like 4 different dungeons on every corner of the map. It does very much feel like an old Zelda game, which I like. And just in between dungeons, I would just drive around and just take a different path or whatever, and just hit different crystals. And I pretty much had all of them before I got to the mine. Wow. But I kept getting them anyway because I thought that I had to get them all because that's what people were saying, but you don't. But you can keep
boss in the mine
keep
was
collecting
annoying.
them, and you can keep adding them to the tree, which we never even mentioned either. Fucking Metroid Prime, Dragon Quest, Yggdrasil, like what? We got the Tree of Life is in this game?
It's true.
That kind of blew my mind. I was like, oh yeah, it's Dragon Quest now. Cool. Because
they haven't really told me it's a Tree of Life, but I've kind of assumed
it is though. It's the fucking Tree of Life from Dragon Quest. Look at it. It looks just like it. Just get the branch of Yggdrasil. You can hit yourself with it, and you'll come back to life after you die. That's the way it works, and that's the way it works in Dragon Quest. It'll work in Metroid Prime 4, just like that. I was at like I said, I was trying to entertain myself for a few hours before the holiday party or whatever. And I did go to Target and I played the 20-minute demo for a little bit of Metroid Prime 4, even though I already beat it. I just wanted to know what it was because it was there. And it's just that opening part is what it is.
Yeah.
Which I figured. But I was like, I'll try it out. I mean, I got time to waste here, so let's see what it is. So I played it for a second. But
I mean, I'm still like, yeah, this game's fine. I mean, it's not like blowing my mind or anything, but I do find myself enjoying it a lot. Sometimes I'll be playing it and I'll be like trying to solve something, and then I get like more easily startled by the cats or by Shauna or something because I'm just like so focused. But
let me ask you guys this as an outsider, knowing the story of Metroid Prime 4 and the development and all that. Is there any point where you're like, oh yeah, that's something that's a little speed bump there. That's something that was obviously patched over or some cause of the big delay or whatever.
Not really.
No. Yeah, no. The only thing I thought is maybe the like bike shit was like something that like Bandai was trying to do or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. Like it doesn't.
Maybe they
really...
I think they probably wanted to put more stuff in the desert, if anything, because it's pretty empty.
It's weird. Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I liked the game still. Like I had a lot of fun with it. It was the only thing I played. I played it until I beat it. I kept saying I was 94% last week. I was wrong. I was at 93%. But still, I think the one thing that pissed me off the most is I got 100% items, and then I found out that I needed to get 100% scans, and it turns out that the fucking first boss has 3 scans and I only scanned him once because that's what you used to do in the old games. But you have to scan his fucking arm and something it shoots at you. Like you never did that before.
That's stupid.
And I looked at it and because I beat the game, and I saw the ending and I was like, oh wow, that ending was something. And I was like, well, what's the difference? The only difference is the exact same ending, except you're not wearing a helmet. That's the only difference. So with the other ending, it's just Samus's face. It's the same exact thing, except you take your helmet off. I'm like, okay, well that's kind of stupid, and I don't really care, I guess.
An attempted nod to the NES original.
Well,
They do it in every
the ending
Metroid
of
game.
every single Metroid has like Samus without their outfit on and all that, but most of them had like a longer thing. Like Metroid Prime 1 and 2 had like this extra scene that you got for getting 100% and all that, but this one is the same scene just without a helmet, which is different from all the other ones. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess that doesn't really matter. But I did get like some amiibo today because I was I went to GameStop and I found some amiibo that I didn't have that were Metroid, so I bought them. But this Silex amiibo that I have right here, if I scan this on my Switch 2, I will get to see the full ending, so I don't even need to get 100%. So
is that what it does?
Yeah, it will. I don't know if it gives you the full ending without the helmet, but I don't want to. It's like minor spoilers. There's like a flashback where Samus sees a moment in time where she interacted with Silex, and you only see parts of it. But apparently, if you get 100% on the scans and the items, you get to see that whole scene. But if you have the amiibo, you can just scan it and you can see it whenever. You don't have to wait until you beat the game, is what I heard. And I believe this, because I think there's only 3 of them, right? Because the Samus one, this is the one I got to scan to have music on the bike or whatever. Which last week, after a couple drinks, I had a really fun idea to make I made a YouTube video where
that was good.
Where I just stuck the Gold Mine song in there from Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I timed it perfectly, like right when you get on the bike, when you get off of the bike. That was my like 4 a.m. Funness that I was doing there. I just had.
I was watching it for quite a bit before I realized that you had done it. I thought you were just.
Oh no, I posted it from our channel, but I didn't say anything about it. I just wanted to see if you would figure it out or not. Yeah, it was so much fun to make. It was just one of those like dumb ideas that I had. I was like, oh wait, I got to do this right now. So I timed the music and I like put a timer on to make sure that I had the exact capture to maybe the same time as the song and all that. I was really into it. But it's funny, yeah, because we got there. Oh, I got one comment from Jeremy, but I also got a comment from somebody else, just giving me shit on the music. I was like, it's like, you don't know, man. That's Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's an excellent song. I just thought it would be a funny thing to do. Just be like, oh no, this is how they should do it. Just try to, I don't know. But it's like,
it certainly feels a little like flying around in the scale.
It was,
Only
totally,
cool.
yeah, totally. I mean, there's a lot more in the world of Xeno X for sure, but. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought about it, and I was like, oh, no, we got to do that. I had that, like, whatever, YouTube inspiration. It's like, let's make a 4-minute YouTube video at like 4:30 in the morning, whatever. And it was fun. It was fun to do. It was weird because I got a bunch of views, and then I didn't have views, and then they came back. I'd never heard of that happening before, but I guess that's a thing on YouTube now. Because I automatically got like 70 views, and then I checked it like a couple days later, and it said I only had 20.
That's strange.
And I looked it up, and I found a Reddit thing that was like, yeah, no, apparently YouTube is taking views away sometimes, where people hadn't watched it long enough or something, so you could get some out of the gate and it'll come back. But now I got 80 some or whatever. But
I remember back way in the back old days of YouTube, like if a video blew up really, really fast, like went viral or made it to the front page or whatever, like that used to be a thing. It would sometimes it would just say it had like 50 views or 70 views, and it would just be stuck on that because it was getting such a huge influx of traffic that the counter was broken or whatever. I don't know why.
Isn't it funny that they base the pay to the YouTubers on the number of views, and that they also control the number of views?
Yeah, they control it all.
Well, I mean, it is their service.
They change their
control
policies
everything.
like on a dime constantly.
So I'm just because if I ever get a comment, I have to say it on the show here. It's funny that their name is actually Ixnay, because they're saying Ixnay on my video here. But coming from Ixnay, absolute hard pass on the obnoxious repetitive pop 808 beat and the disconnected lyrics. You don't understand. You don't understand the greatness of Xenoblade Chronicles X. And somebody thumbed it down too, and it wasn't me. So some other viewer was like, F you. Maybe it was you, Jeremy. I don't know. But somebody thumbed down that comment on the hating on the Xenoblade Chronicles
rage bait.
But I didn't say
extra effort it takes to thumbs down something like that versus just clicking off to another video. Like, come on, get life.
I mean, they didn't thumbs down my video. Somebody thumbs down
their
comment. The
Oh, the
comment.
comment.
That,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I got you.
They didn't.
Which
thumbstick
that's
it.
cool. That's like someone coming here.
Somebody read
to
the
your aid.
comment and said, "Wait a second, you don't understand.
That's stupid.
You don't understand the Xenoblade Chronicles X thing." I don't know. Yeah, it was a dumb video that I made, but it was fun. It was fun to make. It was one of those things where I'm like, I'm not going to say anything about it and just see if anybody gets it or not. That sort of thing. I was just trying to be funny, but good times.
For anybody who's not paying attention to the My Nintendo shop, there's actually a pretty cool Metroid Prime 4 prize up there right now for, I think it's 1,000 points. You get two holographic posters.
Yeah, I ordered it already.
But did you?
I ordered it last week. Yeah.
Nice.
No, I ordered it right when I saw it because I already had 1,000. I already had 1,000 points, and I have posters of all the other Metroid games. So I was like, well, I should have that too. So I already ordered it and paid like $6 shipping or whatever.
Holographic, eh?
Yeah, but it's 2 posters too. I thought it was like a flip. I thought it was like one side was one and one side was the other, but it's actually 2 separate posters. So yeah, no, I ordered it once I saw it because I don't know. Sometimes that stuff sells out, so I just went for it. And it's going to be another 20 years before another Metroid Prime, so I might as well get on this one now. Because got to hang on to whatever I have because it was so long since Metroid Prime 3. But no, I enjoyed Metroid Prime 4. I mean, last week I was like, my most hated thing was the control shot, because I really didn't like that up front. And you do have to use it.
Yeah.
Minor spoilers, you do have to use it on the final boss. But I actually liked it on the final boss. It really helped me out. So it was not as hard as like the first bosses you use it. You don't have to like loop it around and hit like 4 things. You only have to hit like 1 thing.
Oh yeah, that plant was annoying.
But like the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, fuck this, because it was really hard to control the control shot or whatever. Like I really didn't like that. But I really liked the end of the game. Like I really liked the boss. Like I thought they did some really cool stuff at the end of the game. I don't want to say what it is, but at first I was like, this is whatever. But they do some really cool shit after that. Like the second and third part of the boss, I think is really, really cool. And then the ending is just the ending. I don't want to say what it is, but I'm like, what? It's very much kind of like, okay. I don't know. We'll have to have a spoiler cast or something where we talk about it. Because that ending
I have a feeling I'll finish it.
That ending was like, what? I don't know.
How do you beat it? How do you feel about all the 8 out of 10s? Accurate?
I mean, I like the game. I like the game a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, I'd give it a 9. Like it was
solid.
I didn't feel any. I mean, I said this last week. Briefly, like the whole like hate for Miles McKenzie was really stupid. It was really just people getting clicks. It's like, let's throw a fit about the first 20 minutes of a game because that's all that we've played. But that's just the way that video game reporting is now. We have to have one thing and obsess about it because then we'll be in the conversation about that, even though that's just that one part. It's like, come on. But no, I mean, none of that stuff really bothered me. Like there's there's nitpicky stuff, and I mentioned it last week. Like I didn't like that you had to go back. You had to go back like every time to like get your like when you get an upgrade, you have to go back to Miles McKenzie and have him add it to your arm or whatever. I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
It's like, that's stupid. But it wasn't even that. It was just like traveling there and having to get in the fucking pod shooter thing, and then you have to watch the pod shooter thing go across the world, and you can't skip it, and it's like, okay, well, why does it have to take so long? Have you found the scout bots yet, Jeremy? Any of those? Do you know what those are?
No.
Because those are really cool to get. I like that a lot. So ever since Metroid Prime 3, there's been ways for where the game shows you where everything is in the game if you know how to do it right. And the scout bots are basically that. So there's a scout bot in every level of the game, and it's just a bot that you find on the ground, and you have to have the electricity beam, and you like revive them with the electricity beam, and you scan them, and then they shoot up into the air, and they scan the whole area, and they will tell you where all the items are in that area, which is cool. Because I like looking for shit on the map, and it was really helpful. And so each area has their own scout bot, and actually towards the end, after the mine, I didn't really know what to do. Like I went back and I talked to, and I was like, oh, everybody's there. Everybody we rescued. They're all here. They're all here in one spot. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, cool. They're all here. That's awesome. We could talk to you. What do I do next? They don't tell me anything. I'm like, okay, what the fuck do I do? And then I just drive around. I have no idea what to do. I come back. They still don't tell me anything. And I needed to get like a teleporter thing to teleport these pieces of a mech to the to the thing to get the, and nobody told me this.
I was trying to figure out, because I've gone and I found all these mech parts, and I've scanned them, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do with them.
Yeah, you have to. So what I thought was really confusing is you have to find this guy. I forget what his name is, but he's kind of like the Native American character because he talks about the land and Solatis or whatever.
He plays harmonica and hangs out by a fire. That's what Miles told me to look for somebody like that.
Okay. I guess I missed that. Well, because I'm supposed to go out in the world and find him, but he's also with Miles McKenzie. He's like there. He's at the home base. So I don't understand, like, why can't I talk to him there? And he can give me the teleportation thing.
Oh, it's the same guy?
That's him. Yeah, he's there. I talked to him.
Is it the sniper?
Yeah, it's the guy. Yeah, he wears the helmet with the one eyepiece. That's him. And he's there with everybody, but then you have to go and find his camp outside of there. But he's also there. That's why I was really confused. They're like, you got to go find that guy. And I was like, he's right there. He was like, no, you got to leave and you got to find. And his camp changes, and he'll be at like 3 or 4 different places, and he'll give you a different item. Like after you can find him after that, and he'll give you upgrades. But I was really confused on the mech part. That's probably the part I got the most pissed off, I guess, about on the game. Where I'm like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? And that was the one time I looked up what to do, even though I did look at where the scout bots are, just because I wanted to 100% the items and all that.
First, I've heard about scout bots, but it makes sense because there's a lot of electricity stuff I haven't gone back to.
Well, Miles will tell you about one of them. He'll tell you where the one is on the main map, like the overworld or whatever. He'll tell you where that bot is. Like he'll be like, oh hey, there's a scout bot over here. In case you don't know what to do, go check that out. So he will tell you where one is. So you can find one easily. Well, after you've completed all of the dungeons and all that stuff.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'll finish this game and then.
But no, I like it. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be in my top 10 for sure. I mean, we'll see where. We'll have to stay tuned for that. But no, I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm waiting a really long time for another Metroid game, and I'm happy that we have one. And we mentioned it briefly last week, but yeah, it is a lot like No More Heroes. You know, where like everything, like driving from one hero to another is really boring, but when you get to those heroes, it's really, really cool. You know, it's got those parts are really awesome. Like the actual like Metroid Prime stuff is really, really cool.
Yeah, the dungeons are cool, and I didn't like this last boss I fought, but most of the bosses have been pretty cool.
Then the mine.
Yeah, I didn't like the Omega whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't remember what the boss was.
It was just really annoying. It was like I was probably not doing something right, but it took a really long time, like an actual long battle.
No,
that took way too long.
I think, yeah, I was gonna say there were some bosses that I had to defeat with the bike, which could be kind of annoying, and that's like when you're when you're collecting the mech parts. There's a part where there's this like sand creature that eats the mech part, and you have to like fight them. That part's kind of annoying. I think I just felt like it went on for way too long.
Yeah,
and the battle stuff wasn't all that interesting. I didn't think so. It kind of like felt extra boring because like, all right, I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, but too many times. I'm like, all right, okay, I get it. Let's just get a move on. Let's get past this. But no, I mean, I like it. It's
like the Triforce quest.
It's a good time. Yeah, sort of. I mean, but Metroid Prime 1 and 2 for sure had a part where they, you know, kind of like interrupted the flow of the game. They're like, all right, you got to go find all these pieces. You got to find all these keys. They both did that. I remember Prime 2, I was pretty pissed on that part where I had to go and collect all the shit. But they always make you do that. It's happened in all of the Prime games. So, you know, this is just in a kind of pretty drab open world. But, you know, whatever. I didn't mind sliding into the green crystals. It's just kind of like, why? You know, do we really need to do this?
Well, a game that has like a lot of really interesting enemies as well. Like, it also just sucks. There's not like much. There's like 2 types of enemies, maybe 3 types of enemies in the desert.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of variety in the characters.
And they all kind of attack the same way. You just keep flying and holding the A button down, shoot them.
And it auto targets and all that. Yeah, that part was, you know, so. But the dungeon part, the Metroid Prime part is really, really cool. It's just like, why can't they just all be next to each other? Why do we need just really got to sell that bike amiibo, right? really got to get that out there. And
the bike's so important that the whole first dungeon is a factory that makes the bikes.
Yeah. Yeah, and they do a whole thing about it. Yeah, where it's like, oh, no, it was part of the society and all that. They used it. It's like, like, okay, yeah, whatever. Sure.
Bunch of greasers.
I mean, I would just I'm hope that, I mean, it's doing well. It's still selling really well. I mean, from what I've heard, it's still at the top of the charts for Switch 2 and Switch 1. But I would just love to see a Metroid Prime 4 that's Switch 2 only. That's just, is more contained, where they can start from the beginning and they don't have to pull in whatever they used from the Namco Bandai one. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it's fun. I had a great time with
Metroid
it.
Prime 5 will come out in 2035.
Yeah, and hopefully not that long. I mean, come on, like Prime 2 didn't take that much longer than 1. Like, it came out, I feel like it came out like a couple of years after. Like, do something like that. I mean, I saw rumblings on the internet saying that that they had heard that there was a Prime in development, a Prime 5 out there. So hopefully that is the truth. That's what I'd like to see.
Xbox exclusive.
No. But yeah, no, I mean, I like it. It's yeah, you should, play through it. Play through it so we can talk about that ending. The ending is something. Also, it's like and Miles McKenzie says that it's like, is Silex even here? He like says that at one point. I was like, is he? I don't know. Because there's robots pretending to be him, but you never really fight him fully. I mean, from what you see of him early.
Yeah.
I mean, there's questions I have. That's what I'm saying. I got questions. And I liked Samus as a silent protagonist. I always thought that was funny, where she doesn't say anything when other people say stuff.
She just doesn't respond.
I mean, I think it's just part of the fun of it. Like, it's like, Link does that too. Like, I don't know. That's what I expect. I didn't feel like it was weird or whatever. So yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about that? Metroid Prime 4. I think I mentioned it recently or last week. I touched on it, but the Virtual Boy was up for pre-sale. I bought the $24.99 cardboard version because I know how incredibly uncomfortable it is to play the plastic version, and I just couldn't convince myself. Well, obviously, I don't want to throw $100 at anything right now, but yeah, I was just like, well, you have the plastic one. Do you really need another one that you're just going to put next to your other plastic one that you don't use? That's what I was thinking in my mind, because I don't want to play it like that because it sucks like that. It's terrible. I'm going to get the fucking Google the Google headband thing again, like I did for the Labo cardboard, and stick it on there and strap it to my head and play it like that, and it'll be better than trying to play it on that stupid plastic thing that you got to hunch into or whatever. It's like I don't want to play that, and I want to like play these. So I went for the $25 one. That's what I did.
I went for the stupid plastic thing they have to hunch into.
Yeah, no, I know you said that you would, and
yeah,
I figured you would.
I said that I would get both. I ended up just doing the plastic thing. Maybe I'll get the cardboard one.
So we can compare comfort when it comes
I certainly
out.
hope the cardboard one isn't going to sell out.
I mean, the plastic one isn't sold out either. I've looked at it since.
Oh, okay.
Like, it did not sell out. I saw some false people saying that it did. It didn't. You can still buy it. You can still buy it right now.
It'll be $30 at Toys R Us.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Or like $10, right? It was real cheap. Yeah, no, yeah, I was like, I can get it later if I really, really want it, but no, I just want to. And the big thing aside from that, and I mentioned it last week too, but I want to be able to use the Labo stuff, or like the Breath of the Wild VR or whatever. I could do that in 60 FPS or whatnot, because you can't do that anymore because the Switch 2 doesn't fit the old Labo, so you need a new cardboard thing for. So that was part of it for me too, and the investment. It like makes the Labo VR that I can do. That's not like or maybe I can fit it in the gun. I don't know, but I could do some whatever makeshift VR with it. So I went with that. Oh yeah, and speaking of bikes, of Metroid Prime 4's stupid bike stuff, I went back to playing more of Star Wars Outlaws because I was like, I want to play a game that has really cool bike shit. So I went back to playing that because the bike stuff is great in that game. I mean, it's just it is kind of like Metroid Prime 4, except the open world stuff is not barren and doesn't like have nothing. Because you got your speeder that you can call at any time, and you just use it to traverse from one place to another. But I really like that game, so I went back to playing it again. And I was like, oh yeah, it's still cool. It still looks great. Yeah, I think it was on Digital Foundry, had it on like their list of the year as the big Switch 2 Impossible port. So yeah, because it looks awesome. And I did that. And also Wario World for GameCube came out last week.
It did.
Yeah, I messed around with that for a few minutes.
and I played a good amount of it. I played it for a few hours. I had the best. This is the best experience of the Game Awards I've ever had. I didn't really watch it. I put it on the background on my on one of my TVs while I was editing, and I played Wario World while I was editing with the Game Awards onto the side, and it was great to not watch it because I think the Game Awards represent all the things I hate about video games. So I think it's better for me to not watch it. But
I watched it, but I was in the chat window because I was in the IGN one, and I just kept saying dumb shit the whole time. It was fun.
oh, did you? I just don't like it. Like it's not fun. Like it reminds me of, when they made games mainstream. It just reminds me of just everything I hate about the video game industry. So it just pains me to watch it. I mean,
It's extremely cringy.
Jess was babysitting, so they weren't here. So I was like, I'll throw it on the background and I'll just continue to edit the episode 500. But if Jess was here, I was planning on not watching it at all. I was just going to completely skip it because, like I said, I tried to watch it for years, and every time I do, I'm like, why do you torture yourself like this afterwards? And
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
And it's just stupid.
I was
I see clips
similarly.
of it.
Shauna was at band practice, and I was home by myself, and
Yeah.
I threw it on while I had it going. I was like playing other stuff, and then I would randomly write Minecraft 2 in the chat window.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And there wasn't really, I don't know. I saw the part where the Street Fighter cast came out and tried to throw Mortal Kombat 2 under the bus, which was maybe not great, but they're like, "Oh yeah, you're not here, so fuck you." It's like, okay, get over yourself. But yeah, I saw some of that.
The Muppet stuff was weird as usual.
I didn't. Yeah, it was on silent when that was on.
Mhm.
I mean, I fucking hate Jeff Keighley, so I don't give a shit what he says. He's never funny. That fucking host lady's never funny. Like none of it's all just cringe. I don't know.
Yeah, they try to do skits and stuff, but they don't have the acting chops, and it's just like, ugh.
I always just find it incredibly annoying. It's like here's a whole bunch of third person shooter games that won't come out for the next 5 years.
I've been soured on it ever since it was on like Spike TV and
Yeah.
G4 or whatever. But I think G4 was a separate thing. Yeah, it was on Spike TV. It just seems so like manufactured and all that. And like I've said this before, I think it's become maybe a little bit more legitimate in recent years, where they have like people from the industry voting. I think that they weight that at like 90% versus the people online, which is okay. Seems all right now, but I don't know. It should have come from like
It's still Jeff Keighley's
Yeah,
friends, though.
yeah. It should have
still
come from
curated by
industry
him.
body or like the ESA or something like that. It just seems like somebody kind of muscled their way in, saw an opening for an awards show and said, "Hey, mine's the legit one," and sort of beat everybody into submission.
Yeah, it's dumb. But what's not dumb is Wario World. It was
game.
it was. I had fun with it. I played through. I like 100% at the first level or the first section of levels. I remember borrowing this game from our friend Bethany, from Jeremy and I's mutual friend Bethany, BETHA Bethany. That was from that song that you wrote. I remember she lent me the game when I was in college, and I didn't really care for it at the time. I was kind of like, But playing it now, I liked it more. Even though I do admit, like it compared to other Wario Land games, it's much more basic than you don't have like the upgrade helmets and the things that you would see like on the Game Boy versions and all that. I'm not saying it's the best one, but I had fun with it. I like I said, 100%ed. I got all the extra stuff. I did all the bosses and
Wow.
and it has like for the first set of levels, not all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I was enjoying it. It was a pretty it's a pretty relaxing game to play while you're editing, and it's got some cool bosses in there. I got to the haunted house level, which I liked, where you basically fight all the same people as you did in the previous level, but now they're all skeletons. They're all missing their skin, which I thought was funny because it's a haunted house, so they're all ghosts now. But yeah, that was fun, and then there's some like Mario Galaxy-esque levels, or like a Mario Sunshine minus the backpack type of thing, where you go to the world and there's a bunch of different platforms floating in like a spot. It kind of reminded me a lot of those of those secret levels, as they called them in Super Mario Sunshine. So you got that in there. It's just kind of like a weird in-between. It's like between like the Game Boy games and like the 3D Marios. And maybe that's why we only had one other Wario Land, and then they didn't know where to go with it. Because it got maybe too close to what we had from the 3D Mario games. But yeah, no, it's worth checking out. You should definitely play it you should play it all the way through. Because it's fun and it's free if you have NSO. So I highly recommend it, and I had a good time with it. And yeah, I was like, why did I hate it so much? Maybe I think I was just a college kid with no money, and I didn't want to feel like I had to buy it. So I was just like, you know. And I don't know. It didn't hit me right at the time. It's always fun to see a game that, you know, for whatever reason didn't speak to you at the time, and then you come to it later, and you're like, oh no, wait, this is great. Now that I'm 45 and old, I think it's awesome. Back when I was
just my speed.
Back when I was half my age, I was like, oh no, this isn't cool enough. But now I'm like, yeah. Now that I'm really, really old, I can figure it out. But yeah, I think that's good for me.
Well, should we take a break?
Yeah, we're at like the hour mark. So yeah, we're going to take a break right now, and then we'll come back and we'll open our gifts and talk about whatever other news we have. So stay tuned.
Hey, you.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, you. Subscribe to our Patreon to hear our bonus shows, which happen every month.
I'm tired.
Tired of all the big corporate podcasts spoon-feeding you the same old video game news on every single show?
Spaghetti. Ravioli.
Then expand!
With NintenDomain Expansion Pack.
It's us talking about old games that were important to us. It's us interviewing people that we meet at conventions. And heck, it's live shows from those same conventions. It's basically everything you could want that NintenDomain ever made.
Here we go!
And it's just $1 a month.
That's less than a bad indie on the eShop.
It's $12 a year, which is less than Nintendo Switch Online.
Thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon and supporting NintenDomain.
Just go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast and, hey, Mario, let go.
Whoa!
Whoa! He's throwing us back to the show.
So long, Bowser.
Patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast.
Game over.
All right, we're back from the break. Does anybody have anything else to talk about? I know we haven't talked about
I got a couple
Blippo
things.
yet.
Yeah, John hasn't talked about this stuff yet.
Blippo has still just been a blip on this
That's
podcast.
It's true.
I'll get to that. I got some other stuff to say a little less about first to get that out of the way. So I beat Wreckfest.
Nice.
You guys
For
both.
some reason, I thought you'd already beat it.
You guys both did, didn't you? Or did you not?
I haven't beaten it yet.
You
I'm on
didn't
the
do it?
last. tier of levels.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got really close. Like I've got maybe, there's a point system where you have to earn so many points to complete the tier and whatever. I was like maybe like 3,000 points or something away. And I forget, I got some other game, and as is the case always, you just get sidetracked.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you started playing the game again. That made me think about, oh man, I gotta get back to it. So I just did it.
Yeah, it would have been a shame if I had finished it before you. After
I know
It's happened before. I still haven't beat Dragon Quest Builders 2, and I was
That's true.
really hot on that.
you started years before I did.
It's true.
So yeah, I beat that, and man, more love to that game. It's going to be on sale, I'm sure, for Christmas. So everybody who has not got it, go get it. It's fantastic. Well worth $16 or whatever it's going to be. The other thing that I played a lot of was, I was sick, going on like 2 weeks ago now, and I was just not feeling like playing anything like really like intensive or action oriented or too demanding. So I said, I need to play a point and click, and I want to go back to Broken Sword 5: The Serpent's Curse. It's a game that I started about 2 years ago. I started it when I was on a cruise with my family, and I dipped off of it because I realized that I should have been playing Monkey Island games because I was in the Bahamas, and I was like, I need to be playing that while I'm in the Bahamas because it's set in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I left Broken Sword behind. But man, I really like this game a lot. I'm pretty sure I'm at the end. I played through it a lot when I was sick. I was just like, I want to play something kind of slower paced and easy going, and this was just the ticket. It's sort of like if you're to compare it to like movies or something like that, it's it's almost like the equivalent of like a good like airport novel adventure story or something like that. Like just easy going, kind of breezy and
Like The Terminal.
So
Is it like,
I'm just
like the Tom Hanks movie?
I was like, is it a novel that takes place in an airport, or you mean like a novel that you buy at an airport?
Airport reading, like light reading.
Light reading, yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like. But there's like some intrigue, some adventure. It starts out like rather simply, but it starts out you're in Paris, and you are an insurance investigator or an insurance claims adjuster rather, for an art gallery. But someone gets murdered at the art gallery, and so you kind of like use your investigating prowess to look into this murder, which leads to other things, and you realize that there's this like mysterious painting that has some ties to Gnosticism.
Oh,
yeah, which I never knew too much about that belief system.
it's interesting. I've actually been, it's one of my YouTube rabbit holes I go down every once in a while, and I kind of did recently again.
It's kind of fascinating. It's
very fascinating.
I guess they believe, like, I don't know. I don't get too deep into it because I might misrepresent it or something. But I don't know. It was fascinating.
Kind of like there's another guy. There's like another guy besides just Jesus, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I mean, there's a lot of other guys.
The the game does a good job of sampling some of it or whatever, and I think the characters are all really interesting too. That's another really important point, is that all the characters that you meet are pretty fascinating and well-rounded characters. And I don't know, I just like the sort of like laid back, no frills nature of it, exploring Paris and getting into this interesting mystery, and all that coupled with the usual goofy like point and click stuff where you have to, like, for whatever reason, tape a paper clip to a cockroach so that he can like go and dislodge a wire that's jammed or something, like, yeah, all that nonsensical stuff. But thankfully, there's a great hint system in there too, and I've used it a couple of times. Where if you're really feeling stuck, it's a staged hint that you get an easy hint, or a more esoteric hint if you want to. But I have been enjoying it, and I'm at the end right now. Which the last puzzle is an interesting challenge because you actually have to decode a language.
Oh,
And so it just, that's why I feel like I'm at the end. It just feels like the last boss of like puzzle challenges. Like it's actually taking me a little bit. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I've been enjoying the game a lot. I'm going to finish it. The other thing that I did this week was I got Blippo Plus.
what's Blippo?
That's like the FMV game, right?
It's the FMV game. Yeah, it's interesting. And Jeremy, I think.
Oh, it's about the TV station.
Yeah. So here's the premise. So the premise is it's basically a 1990s cable TV simulator, but the cable system is alien. And when I say alien, I mean they're like some like, I don't know. It's people. It's not like creatures or whatever. It's like imagine like Space Channel 5 version of Alien. You know what I mean? Like kind of campy and retro and all that kind of stuff. It's
Like
people.
Earth Girls are easy.
What's that?
Earth Girls are easy.
It's like, yeah, it's like that. It's like people in like funky 1960s gear, and they're claiming that they're aliens and all that kind of stuff. But I gotta tell you, I really like it. Like, it's just very creative. It's really interesting. And I gotta clarify too, so far, it's not a game. It's really like a well done 1990s cable TV simulator where you can flip around and see interesting odd shows, all of them creative, all of them kind of wacky. And there's through lines throughout. Like there's different characters that will be, mentioned on one show and you see them on another show and all that. There's definitely like stars of this TV system. Like they'll talk about Rachel Nuccio is like the biggest up and coming movie star. And then you see a trailer for a show starring Rachel Nuccio. And so it's all just really well thought out and a nice, like, there's a lot of verisimilitude is a word that they threw around a lot in my film school in the screenwriting department. You just feel like you're there.
Is that what verisimilitude means?
Yeah, pretty much like believability. Like it builds a believable world. So what's interesting about it, among the many things that's interesting about it, is you sort of watch these programs like in stages. Like they call it pack, and everything is presented to you as if you have somehow intruded upon this cable TV system that is being broadcast from a galaxy light years away or whatever. And you'll watch these things and they call them packets. So you watch what you're seeing basically is the TV scrolling thing that we all know from the 90s or 80s, the TV Guide channel, right?
Yeah.
And you can see what's coming up next, and you can see what's on the channel, right? Different channels right now. You can also flip through from channel to channel and watch all these different crazy shows. And I would estimate that I think there's probably 10 different channels that you can watch, and each of the sort of cycles of video, probably about 5 minutes long. So it's about like 50 minutes or so, or an hour of stuff you can watch in one quote unquote packet. And then when you're done watching that series of stuff, you can download the new packet, which is going to give you another 50 minutes or an hour or so. But as you go along, and so far I'm on packet number 4, I think. As you go along, those sort of like threads of the story start to build upon each other. So by packet number 2, you get hints of like, you'll see stuff on their news, like it's become apparent to us that an alien is watching us from somewhere out there, and you're the alien. And there's also there's like a community message board channel, right? If you can remember, like a cable access channel from back in the day, which would have community news or whatever on it. This channel is kind of interactive. It's like the more interactive element of this, where you can flip through the different posts that people are saying, and there's different sort of within that one channel. There's like different sections. So like one section is more about arts and culture. Another section is more about goings on in outer space and amateur space people, whatever. And so you get these different comments that kind of give you insight into what the general public is saying, and they start to talk about the alien who's watching. They'll get like fascinated. Who is this? Who are these people who are watching from another galaxy? And it kind of evolves from there. So it's not a game, but I think it's well worth it. It's $15, and it's just a very interesting artistic experiment, I would say. If you're somebody who likes out there avant-garde art and weird indie movies and that kind of thing, or it reminds me in some ways of one of my favorite internet shows, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Like the puppetry and the artistry of it all, like everything feels handcrafted and interesting. There's channels that are just claymation, it's really creative and really cool. If you got if this gives you any sort of spark of interest, I say go for it for $15. It was on sale for 12.
Yeah, it's on sale. It's on sale still for the next 10 days. It's on
at
sale
least through Christmas,
the 27th of not October, December.
I'm surprised you still haven't gotten Viewfinder.
I got to get that too. Yeah.
Viewfinder's out there. It might be on sale still too. I forgot that game came out.
I'm definitely got to get that.
I think it came out last week, right?
A week or so ago. Yeah. I got it. It's after the holidays. I'll be able to get it. Yeah. That's one of the ones that I want to get for sure. But I think Blippo is something that you can watch with somebody else and they'll be able to enjoy it just as much. So if you've got a significant other or something that maybe doesn't like to play video games but likes the kind of weird stuff that I'm describing here, yeah, this is very interesting. So my full recommendation. And Nintendo Life gave it a 9 out of 10.
Weird. Viewfinder is not available for some reason, even though it came out
I saw it in eShop, unless they took it out. It was there when I was.
It's been happening. There was another game this week, Milano's whatever Odd Jobs collection, that disappeared for a minute, but it's back now.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's there. It's still on sale too. It's on sale. It's going to be on sale through the 1st of January. Viewfinder. I just thought I'd look. I just want to see what the sale was, but I looked at it on the PC and it says not available. But I looked on it through the shop app and it's there. So I don't know.
Weird.
It's weird. Whatever. But yeah, that's still on sale. Yeah, no, I was going to mention whenever we got to the games that are releasing, but System Shock is coming out in a couple days, and I was hoping maybe after all the Christmas shit or whatever, after all the holidays, if I have some extra money, there's all these games that I really wanted to play that I didn't play. All the first person shooters. There was a bunch of them that came out that I wanted to play. I just really didn't have the time or the money to get into them. Like System Shock and the Outlaws game and that Blood game that was on there looked really cool too. And
oh yeah.
I was if I ever had some extra dough, I would just throw it towards those games. Then play.
Yeah,
those
definitely.
games.
I want to get Viewfinder. That looks cool.
But we'll have to wait for all this shit to settle and then get to that.
Well, how about those gifts?
Yeah, how about a gift time here?
Sure.
So I want you got your gift there, Jeremy?
I do.
We had a bit of a scare. Well, I did, I guess. I did
too.
I sent the I sent it, so I was like, oh, did I fuck up? No, I sent it last week because I wanted you to have it. I sent it last Tuesday, I think, but I want you to have it, and it wasn't there, or they said it was there, but it wasn't there. But thankfully, your neighbor got it. I was like, did I mess up? Does my 3 look like a 5? Is it like
That must be it, because
I was wondering. I was like, did I mess it up? Because I don't know. I didn't take a picture of it before I sent it or whatever. But I was like, because I wrote, I hand wrote.
It definitely looks like a 5.
Yeah, I hand wrote it on there, and maybe I put a 5 instead of a 3. I was like, did I fuck it up? But thankfully, you got it.
It looks like
regardless.
it was a 3, and then you changed it to a 5, or someone changed it to a 5.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I don't remember change. I don't know. But
anyway, my neighbor brought it over and had a nice little note on it. Said like, "Hey, I think this is your neighbor."
That's cool. I'm glad that you're friendly enough with your neighbors that they can bring it back.
Never met the guy.
Oh.
Sean met him. I haven't met him.
I mean, but at least that they would,
Mhm.
bring you mail that went to the wrong spot. So
Yeah.
that made me feel better because I was like, oh no, I hope it didn't get lost because it was
It'd be a federal crime to open it, but still.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, you have it, so you can open it.
Sure.
And I have let's see, I have a digital code for John. I'm just gonna send it to you on the Slack, and not tell you what it is, and you got to put it on your Switch 2.
It's a big box.
Live.
All right.
You got to put it on your Switch 2 live, and then say what it is.
All right, I'm gonna go get my Switch too.
So that's what we'll do.
I'll be
I
back.
figured you could do it while Jeremy's opening the box or something.
It's definitely a 5.
Is it a 5? Yeah, I was like, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I messed it up. Because I pulled it from because I have it saved on my Amazon because I had sent you guys stuff through Amazon, and I have all the different addresses of like all my nieces and nephews and you two also on there. And I was like, I know I put it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I tried to make it as legible as I could, but maybe they got confused on it. But you got it regardless. You have it, so it doesn't matter. I don't know, how far John had to go. And I still got to open these amiibo also. They're sitting here in their cases. That's evil. They should be released. And I have a gift from John too. You said there was a second one on the way, so I was just going to send. I was like, well, we could kind of do it, we could kind of do it cooperatively here. I'll send John your code there, and Jeremy and we can both open our gifts.
A lot of tape.
Same time. I taped the hell of it, but I don't want it to come apart.
Uh-oh.
Did you make any progress there? Did you find it?
That's awesome.
It's kind of a joke gift, but it's funny.
I think it's a joke.
Tell us what it is. Tell everybody what it is.
I'll show them what it is. It's the Guardian amiibo.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah. So
It's finally here in my possession.
the Guardian amiibo that I kept telling Jeremy to come and get. Now I'm just giving it to you as a present, so you don't have to pay,
Yay.
you don't have to pay for it anymore.
I'm fine with that.
Because I was like, oh, you owe me for it, but now
a freaking cool
I'll just
amiibo.
send it to you, and it'll count as your holiday gift.
Thank you.
That's kind of my joke there. So it's like, get it out of here. I'm tired of seeing it. Get out of this house.
I'm gonna open it.
So there it is. The big amiibo that I bought from Target, and I accidentally dropped my bookshelf on top of it. That's why it's kind of a little fucked up. But it should be fine. So I got John's gift here also. I got it open over here.
Hey, go ahead and open it.
It's got some weird paper in here. It's very wrapped. The plastic thing?
I got your code. I'm entering it now.
Okay. Make sure you get your reaction.
It's officially my second biggest amiibo.
It's a big one. It's heavy, yeah. Yeah, it's
The
funny.
biggest being this one.
It's funny like how the how small the stand is, like under the thing and all that.
So you can really bend these legs. Wow, there's a lot of articulation.
I don't know what you have to explain to me what this is, John, because I do not know what it is.
Oh, they didn't even give an explanation?
Oh, I mean, I thought that was a receipt. Do I need to read that? Whatever the paper thing was in?
I can tell you what it is. So that is, you can hook it onto the stand of your Virtual Boy, so you can rest your Virtual Boy controller in it
Oh.
to display the controller. Because I remember you said you just found a spot to put your Virtual Boy.
Yeah, it's above my it's above my microwave downstairs here.
So now you can have a little rest there in front of the Virtual Boy to display your controller too.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't know where the the controller's over there somewhere, but I don't know where exactly it is. Cool. Thank you. I'll put it over there right after this. Yeah, it's just like a receipt. That's what it looks like. It says. Yeah, it just says Nintendo Virtual Boy console game, controller display stand holder, red.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was a 3D printed thing off of Etsy.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you put your code in yet?
Just about finished. Just wanted to see.
Put that code
reaction there, so I stopped for a second. R2H. All right, entering it.
I'm opening this amiibo.
Oh, nice.
Yours is kind of a joke too, but I still tell everybody what it is.
It's Dragon Drive.
There you get.
My gosh!
You get the full version of Dragon Drive.
That's like when I bought. Oh yeah, that's what I got you. Did y'all ever play the sequel to 1-2 Switch?
No.
We've got to play that, yeah.
But John, but you have to play Dragon Drive because I want it to be considered for your top 10 games of the year. That's why I wanted to give it to you before the end of the year. And charge your Joy-Cons. You were so excited about mouse controls, and you've never used it ever on anything. So
yeah, true.
Because you like hide them from you in the corner of your apartment or something. Like free the Joy-Cons. Keep them on your Switch. It's not taking up that much space. It's like 3 centimeters or something. You can totally take them out. I keep mine on my Switch at all times, and it's wonderful. All right, I got Samus out here. I opened Samus. I got this. This is.
I'm gonna open up John's gift.
Oh, you got another gift. And Silex. I was very happy about finding Silex because there was no Silex at GameStop, but I found Silex at Target. And some guy was trying to sell me some mobile phone plan or whatever. He's like, "How much is your phone thing? Let me get you something cheaper." And I'm like, "I don't care about that, but can you open that case over there so I can get that Silex amiibo?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't work here." I was like, "All right, well, stop talking to me then. I don't want your fucking shit. This
is cool. Is this for the?
Just give me the Silex.
Is this for the Game & Watch?
It is. Yep.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
It's a really cool little
nice.
green and gold Triforce stand.
Yeah, it's a Zelda Game & Watch stand.
Now I can use it as a real clock.
And there it is.
That's actually a lot safer. I think my Game & Watch is just like, it's very precariously just sitting on top of the
well, it came with a
Metroid Prime 1 and 2 box.
The box you folded up.
And there should be something else in there, right?
Oh, is there? It's like shredded newspaper.
I'm
so I'm scared to dig too deep.
I'll say you sent it, so you seeing it.
Well, is there something else in there? Oh, it's for the Mario one.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Oh, you got both of them. Nice.
That's so cool. One's going over here and one's going over here.
Nice.
Now I can display those things instead of just having them sit by my bed. Sometimes I play those games like right when I'm going to sleep.
That's perfect. Now you got a little stand. Make them a little alarm clock or something.
Those are cool. Thanks, John.
Oh yeah, you could make them. They could do the clock ability that they have.
It's a really interesting. Yeah, that's a really thoughtful gift.
When I was at GameStop, I found a used version of the NES, whatever it is, that one game, the NES Championship Edition. They actually had it there. They were selling it for like $20, like with a case and all that. I was like, I just never expected to see that at a GameStop.
Yeah, I remember that game. I played the shit out of that game.
You played a lot of it. I think you played it more than both of us did. I think you got the most amount of time out of all of us.
100% of the
year. Yeah. I didn't play it that much, but you played it for like 80 hours or something like that. It was quite
I got obsessed with it.
Yeah. It's quite a bit. All right.
All right, well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Thanks. And y'all will be getting your gifts well, probably the next week or so, but we could probably just open them next year.
Well, sure, yeah, whatever. I just wanted to get them out for before the end of the year. That's what I was thinking.
Smart.
But yeah, let's go through rattle off some real quick news.
News. Don't snooze or you miss the news.
There was a good amount of games that released in between whenever. in between $499 and $501 as of right now. The Rogue Prince of Persia is out now. I haven't really heard anything about it or looked about it, but if you felt
Yeah,
like
I haven't either.
you didn't have enough Prince of Persias and you wanted to, I mean, you like the Rogue stuff, so I guess it would be more for you. It's on sale too it's like $10 off till the 5th of January, so that's out there. I think one of the big things that I'm actually really interested in is the Divinity Original Sin Switch 2 edition just came out like today.
Oh,
Like today or yesterday, and it's on sale. It's on sale for $25, half off from $50. And for anybody who doesn't know, Divinity 2 Original Sin, that's the guys who made Baldur's Gate 3. So if you like Baldur's Gate
Studios.
or you want to play Baldur's Gate, this is the closest you have to it. And now it has an official Switch 2 version with better graphics and higher frame rate and all that fun stuff. And I've always been kind of intrigued by it, and just the fact that it's half off and has an official Switch 2 version makes me intrigued by it. Makes me more intrigued.
Yeah, and if it's like Baldur's Gate, it's going to be like super like by the book D&D.
I mean, the reason that I didn't get it yet is because it's a CRPG, it's a computer RPG, and those games I never had a hard time getting into them. So, but I heard it's great. Like people loved it before Baldur's Gate ever existed.
Are there two of them or just one? Are there two Divinities?
Well, this is Divinity. I think it's 2, Divinity Original Sin 2.
Okay.
But there's only one on Switch, and it's this one.
Okay. And there was a new one announced as well.
Yeah, there was a sequel announced at the Game Awards. That's what the statue in the desert meant, or whatever, for anybody who cared about that thing. But friend of the show, never actually met her, but loved her podcast. Kat Bailey works for them now, so I like to believe that she was the one who got Divinity Original Sin, got a Switch 2 version on there, or maybe she helped push for it or something. We are like
it's a fucked up trailer.
But that's the new one. But not that long after the trailer, it was like, hey, Divinity Original Sin, Switch 2. And I thought that was cool. I mean, we need more Switch 2 games. I'm sure it's a lot better than the fucking Skyrim game, which I did watch the review of that. And I don't know, I think those games are garbage anyway, but apparently, some other people do also. Because they gave it like a 3 out of 10 or something.
4, yeah.
It's in bad shape. It's not very compatible.
Nintendo Life said it was awful. They said it was like the controls were way off and it was super unrespondent and whatever. And yeah.
So I know this is probably based off the remastered edition they did like 2021 or whatever, but
yeah,
this game's from 2011.
Apparently that one was bad, but this one was even worse. But I mean, I hate those games, so it doesn't really surprise me. I mean, I thought Oblivion was like the ultimate steaming pile of shit. It's like one of the worst games I've ever played.
Sad to say, I've paid for Skyrim. I think I bought it twice.
And Skyrim's very similar from what I've seen of the reviews of it, or just the description of the way the game is, and the game still has the dumb shit that Oblivion has. So those games can.
The people that like them really, really like them. I've never heard someone be like, Skyrim was fine. Either they love it or they hate it. It's kind of how I feel.
I think they like the shit of it. I think they like the whatever you call that, where the game kind of sucks, but they like the suckiness of it.
Yeah. Also, like, there's so many systems in place that
you can do a lot of things, but it doesn't do any of it right. But you can do a lot of things. I think that's why they like it, because there's so much. There's so much to do.
What, jack of all trades, master of none?
Yeah. It basically sucks in every
way. You can run up
but
the side of a mountain.
Do a lot of different sucky things on there. And you can mod the hell of it and put like Thomas the Train Engine in there or whatever. You can do that to try to make you think it's a good game, but whatever. There's a Switch 2 version of that game. Who cares?
It's on everything.
But there's another version. Apparently, it's not great.
I still remember. Yeah, Skyrim was one of the games they showed in the sizzle reel when they first revealed the Switch, the original Switch.
Yep.
Like, cool.
Yep, there it is.
It's everywhere.
The jank, that's what I was trying to think of. People like the jank. People like the jank, and Elder Scrolls games have a lot of jank. They're very, very janky, and some people like that. I don't, but people do. Oh, I wanted to try the Final Fantasy VII remake has a demo. I mean, even though I already played the demo, I imagine it's the same demo from the that we got in 2020 for PlayStation 4.
I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet.
I bet you anything's the same demo that we all played in 2020 before it came out. There's a Yooka Replay demo also. I did download that, but I haven't played it yet.
I'm interested because I always thought that game looked fine already. Like, why did it need to be remade?
Well, I thought it was really not fun to play at all.
No, it's not.
On Switch 1, so maybe they fixed some of the game mechanics also. I don't know.
The side scroller's infinitely better.
Yeah, I didn't see anything really convincing about it. Like, I did watch a review of the remake or whatever, and a lot of people didn't like it because they liked the original one and didn't like the way it was remade. So I don't know. But I was like, I could try out the demo and see if the upgrade makes it look better or something. Well, I'm sure the upgrade makes it look better, but I don't know.
I think they should have just done a sequel. They should have just done Yooka-Laylee 2, use that new engine, and because it's like you're going back to that well that I don't know. I mean, you can keep selling the game, but people still don't seem like they really like it.
But no, on Yooka-Laylee, I agree. Like, get over it. You know, it didn't get as good a praise as you maybe have liked, but move on to the next one. I remember there was that 2D one that got pretty well reviewed. You know, whatever
that was called. Like, I can't remember what it was called.
Impossible Lair.
Impossible Lair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I have that game.
It's like
I liked it for what I played of it.
I don't know. I don't get going back to the old one, which got middling reviews, and I don't have the impression that it sold terribly well. Just make another one, or make a different 3D platformer, or move on, I guess.
Yeah, I'll try out the demo at some point, but I probably won't try out the Final Fantasy VII one because it's the same one we already played in 2020. If you remember,
mostly I just want to see how it ran on the Switch. I mean,
oh sure, yeah,
because I played it on the PS4, so it's like basically the Switch 2 is supposed to be like a PS4, right? So if it could run this okay, I mean, it'll just be cool to see it in action. I like seeing what the Switch 2 can do because so far, I mean, it's still just feels like a very like incremental thing, not like an all new thing, which is okay, I guess.
We got Skate Stories out now. I saw that got reviewed pretty well.
That's really so. One thing I want to say about that, I want to play that, and I want to play that because of the music. Because I actually really like Blood Cultures. They had an album that came out a few years ago called Ludo, and for whatever reason, it got like they were doing like a blitz of releasing music videos before the album. I'm like, I really like this band. This band's cool, and I got really excited. And then that album came out. I really liked that album. And they've had one album since, but this album is an official album release of theirs in their discography, and it's called Skate Story.
Oh wow!
So like they went all in on like this. Like it's probably really good. Like the music's supposed to be really good. The game itself looks a little weird, but I think it might be worth playing.
I heard it's like kind of more of an experience than like don't expect it to be like a Tony Hawk game. Like it's a lot more of an experience than a like skating game or a skateboarding game.
Right.
It's kind of what I gathered from it.
Well, more like Journey or like like Abzu or something like that.
Like I heard it's great, but don't expect it to be like Tony Hawk or whatever because it's not. It's it's very different than that. There's skating mechanics, but it's not. It's more of an experience than a skateboarding game.
But you're like a demon, or you're the devil, or I don't know, you're something like that. And you're trying to
made of glass and pain.
Yeah. Made of glass and pain.
Yeah, you're like a demon, but you're fighting the devil also, and you fight like a moon. Like, I don't know, it looks cool from what I saw of it, but like I said, at this time, I can't just throw $20 at random games.
But yeah, got to shout out Blood Cultures. That band's really cool. Check them out. They're neat. They're one of the bands that like covers their faces, which I know that's kind of like almost like an overplayed thing now. And
like music, with their hands or face paint, or
no, they wear like
Slipknot or something.
They're like
no, it's more like I can't remember where they're from. They're like, I mean, they're an American band, but they're like their heritage is like, I don't think they're Palestinian, but they're from somewhere in the Middle East. And so it's more like the traditional Islamic like face covering kind of stuff that they do.
Mm.
So I don't know how much that has to do with just the image or, whatever, but I don't know. It just adds to the mystery of the band, and they're very like tweaky electronic band, and they do a lot of effects on the vocals and stuff. So it just adds to the mystery of it all.
Tweaky.
Cool.
It's good. It's good. It's real good.
Yeah, no, I'm interested in it. We'll see it at some point. Terminator 2D No Fate finally came out. That's out now. I like the way that game looks too, from what I saw of it. It does remind me of the old Super Nintendo games, but that'll be one I'll get on deep sale later in life. But yeah, I think that's good for releases. Oh yeah, we finally got Rayman 2 and Tonic Trouble. Did anybody even mess with those at all? I haven't had time.
No, I think it just came out like today, didn't it?
It came out yesterday. Last
okay.
night, yeah. It came out last night. I had like a crazy. Well, we recorded on Monday. I had a job that started at like 5 a.m, so yesterday was kind of a blur. But right, was that yesterday? Yeah. I haven't really had time to play anything aside from that. But yeah, it's out now. I thought Rayman 3D or whatever was kind of cool back in the day. Was that one or
I
two?
remember getting
don't even
reviewed
remember.
really well, and it was on Dreamcast as well. It was pretty well praised on Dreamcast.
Like I played the 64 one. I rented it and I thought it was cool. And I remember I got the DS one with the shitty analog control. Wasn't as good as the 64 one because you had to play it on DS with the touchscreen and all that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow when I'm editing. We'll see.
You got Super Mario Land on Nintendo Music.
Yeah, it's another one of those 10-minute long soundtracks. But speaking of Nintendo Music, there's a Nintendo Music wrap-up that happened. Did you guys look at yours? I saw yours is up here, John.
Did.
You got so many more hours than I did. I barely listened to it. I think I got like 198 or something like that.
There was a moment there when I was listening to it quite a bit.
You were really into it. But I guess you hadn't downloaded all of those soundtracks previously like I had from other, like all of those I had already had on my computer. They were just more the easier to get to now.
Mine says I spent 4 minutes listening in 2025.
for the Nintendo wrap up.
Yeah.
So one song.
I missed where our wrap ups were.
Wii Shop channel main theme #1.
So I was trying
That's
to
all you need.
That makes sense.
I was trying to read yours, but it's really small font on my computer and I can't really see it. But yeah, it basically gave you like a breakdown of like what your most listened to stuff was and all that.
My top 5, 5 to what? Let's see. Number 5 was Pikmin 4. All right, and then Animal Crossing, Wii Channels, and Tears of the Kingdom, and then Breath of the Wild #1.
Yeah, mine was. It says 198 minutes listened to. It's like it's my top. I mean, it was just like stuff I listened to. Yeah, Pikmin 4, Pilot Wings. Oh, those are just songs. Here's the games. Number 5, Pilot Wings. Number 4, Pilot Wings Super Nintendo. Number 5, Pilot Wings 3DS. Number 4, Pilot Wings Super Nintendo. Number 3, Kirby Air Riders. Number 2, Pilot Wings 64. And number 1, the Goodnight Mix, which I listened to when we were driving.
That was also my #1 playlist, the Goodnight Mix.
I only listened to it once when we were driving to Boston for my niece's wedding, and I was trying to fall asleep in the car. That's the only time I listened to it one time, and that's where it was there. Yeah, I don't know. The whole list was kind of like, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I guess I didn't. I thought I listened to it more than that, but I really didn't. Yeah, there was like, I think I listened to it for like a day maybe. And I listened to like one of those Fire Emblem soundtracks, which is like 4 hours long. Like, why didn't that make it in there? I think it has more tracks than any of these other ones that it shows on there. I call that this is false. But as far as like wrap up stuff, I thought it was pretty hilarious that I tried to do my PlayStation wrap up, and I didn't have one because I didn't play any PlayStation games for long enough. It said that I had to have played for over 10 hours of one game. And I guess I didn't. I was like, what did I even... I guess it didn't count those PlayStation 1 games that I played on PS3. But I definitely did not play Star Wars Masters of Tiramisu for 10 hours. I only played that for like 2 hours. But I did play, I played like Tekken 3 because I ended up buying it because I wanted to play a good fighting game after playing a bad one. And I remember playing some other PlayStation 1 games, but they may not even recognize those, because a lot of those games were only on PS3. I don't know. But I thought it was funny that I got no wrap up this year. It's like you didn't play enough. Sorry, get out of here. I know yours is probably all Blueprints, right, Jeremy? If you looked it up.
I didn't look it up, but it would probably be. Yeah, that's what I played the most for sure.
Blueprints is available on Mac now. There's an actual game that's on Mac. I thought about getting it.
What?
Just
yeah,
to
you can get it on. You can pre-order it on the App Store. I don't know if maybe it came out.
No, it came out. It came out like 2 days ago. I looked it up.
So I'm a little disappointed it's not on Switch 2 yet, just because then I could consider it for my Game of the Year contention.
Yeah, I thought about checking it out just to see how well my computer would run with it, and it's only like $30. But once again, don't have money, so not getting that yet. But yeah,
it's a time suck. Be careful.
Yeah, I thought about trying it out just to see what games of the era or whatever look like on this computer. But yeah, that's good for wrap-ups, I guess. What's left?
I don't want to go too much into the Game Awards again.
Yeah, we don't have to. Expedition 33 won like 100 awards. They won the most awards of all time. I think they created 200 more just to give them to them because they love them so much. They're happy that they created Japanese RPGs. They did not exist before this year, and now they do. So thank you, Claire Obscure 33, for inventing Japanese RPGs. I had never heard of them before, but you do it excellent. So good job to you. You deserve every award that you have. I'm sure the game's great. I'm just talking shit, but it was
supposedly pretty good. My friend's been playing it and has good things to say.
Well, a lot. Yeah, it's just nice to hear It was very nice to hear Axel Bloodgod talk about how Trails in the Sky should have been nominated for something. So I see somebody talk about the actual best game of the year, but nobody really wants to say that. I mean, you remember when you were having a hard time with Stray Children and you wanted to play a excellent RPG that had really good party mechanics? There's a game I'd tell you about. It's called Trails in the Sky. There's still a 10-hour demo out there you can play. I know you played it for a little bit, but play it longer. It's got the best battle system I've ever played of any game. But yeah, I don't know. Did anything else happen? There was a new Star Wars racing game. There's like a pod racer sequel.
Yeah, it's like a pod racer sequel
that has Sebulba with a beard in it. I was like, what are we even doing here? This is what we want to do? Okay.
It's Pandemic Sebulba.
Yeah, yeah, right. That was kind of weird. There's a Knights of the Old Republic sequel. There's a new Mega Man game that came out of that, which I really couldn't make anything of it because the footage looked like shit on during the actual because they played it behind the stage. I couldn't really tell what was going on. But yeah, there's a new Mega Man coming out, I guess.
Dual Override.
And Mega Man 11 is on sale for like $4 if anybody wanted to play that game.
And Pragmata, which may or may not be a Mega Man game.
Oh yeah, Pragmata, another Capcom game with a girl with Switch-looking hair and a giant robot. Is coming to Switch now. There's supposed to be a demo coming.
Play BioShock, right?
Huh?
It's like the Big Daddy and the little sister in BioShock.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything.
But I think the little girl on this is a robot too. She's an android.
Yeah, she's got a blue blaster arm, just like the other guy.
What, Samus?
No, I mean there's hints that this is like part of the Mega Man universe because she's got a blue bomber arm.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. I'm just happy to see more Capcom games coming to Switch, even though her hair looks awful. I mean, it looks very Switch. Like if you look at any of the pictures from the eShop, her hair looks like Mortal Kombat 11 hair. It looks like Switch 1 hair.
It's not all about fashion, Trey.
But I guess that's what we have to deal with is the funny looking hair of these things.
What did Nintendo win at the Game Awards? Best family game for Donkey Kong?
Yeah, best racing game. Best Nintendo award, as they should call that. Here's Nintendo games. There's a demo that's supposed to be coming for Pragmata, and I really want to try that out because, I have no idea what the game is. So if I play the demo, maybe I'll understand. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza won something. Mario Kart won something. Undeserved.
Best racing.
Should have been Sonic Racing Crossworlds, but I understand. Keeley, he pays people off, whatever. They don't know anything about it.
They pay him off.
I think he pays people off too. doesn't really matter. Like I said, that it was nice to not really watch it this year. I glanced at it enough.
Well, you didn't miss anything.
I glanced at it enough to be like, oh my God, I hate this show. Just enough for me to just say that. Just be like, oh my God, I hate this show, and everybody who went there. Unless some of our friends were in the audience. I'm sorry that you had to sit through all that.
We don't got E3 anymore. This is what we get.
Yeah. Now we get the Keeley Fests.
Yep.
I did think it was pretty tame as far as like announcements go. Like there wasn't really, I don't know, there wasn't really anything that I was like, oh.
I think the Pod Racer one was one that people were pretty excited about, and then there's something else too, but I forgot.
We got to actually see.
I guess that Divinity trailer like was controversial.
Yeah, it was real. It
was basically like torture porn.
Yeah, real violent. I guess I didn't see that at all. I mean, like I said, I kind of.
It's basically just a really long really long video of a dude getting tortured to death, and then he's getting tortured and then burned to death.
Fun
by like a giant group of people.
Yeah, I didn't see any of it. I just heard that it happened. So exciting.
And I'm all like, cool. What kind of game is it though? Is it a what I in the comments I was like torture simulator or something like that.
I mean, it's it's an RPG like the other one, except for this one is a lot of intense stuff is happening. I guess it's extra mature or something like that.
Well, aside from the Game Awards stuff, Suda51 says he wants to revisit one of his earlier games called Michigan Report from Hell. I just love that name as a person currently apparently in hell.
So you live.
I mean, there a Hell, Michigan.
There is a Hell, Michigan, and I've been there. Yeah, it's a quaint little town that likes to use its name to its advantage, I guess.
Yeah, you can get a shot glass that says "I've been hell and back," things like that.
Probably shirts.
Actually, I went to a wedding in hell.
I went to hell, and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
But I don't know much about this game. I guess it's like a sort of like a found footage perspective. Like everything's from like you're holding a video camera or something. Suda51, early horror game. It's set in Michigan, which they're apparently calling hell. All right, I'm interested. Yeah, so put this back out somehow. How about some new game announcements? There's a whole bunch of them here, but maybe we'll just pick some of the interesting ones. Carmageddon Rogue Shift.
Oh yeah, there was a big like PC Direct that all of these came from. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but there was like another Direct that IGN showed it. I didn't watch it, but that's where all the Carmageddon thing came from that, and the Starship Troopers first-person shooter game, which I'm definitely interested in, came from that as well. But yeah, there was like a specific, computer game Direct that happened.
Well, this one, I mean, Carmageddon was one that I had back. I think I had just a demo back in the day, but I must have played that thing like I don't know. I played it a lot, and certainly before GTA was a thing, it was like shocking because the whole point of it was just like run over people and score points. It was I forget if it was a top-down perspective or semi 3D or whatever, but it was kind of, looking back, it was kind of a simplistic type of game, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. So I'm interested in Carmageddon Rogue Shift for sure, coming out in 2026 at some point.
There was a Carmageddon 64. That's all I remember. Never played it, but I knew it existed. But yeah, I never played any of those games.
How about Dungeons of Dusk? Now, in this article that I found out about this game on, it doesn't really make it clear, but this is actually like a spin-off of Dusk, the first-person shooter. So,
oh, really?
This is like,
I liked Dusk a lot. That game was really good.
Yeah, it's an RPG take on Dusk.
I guess it has the same font. Yeah, I guess I should have noticed that. But I mean, Dusk was great. It was really weird and really cool. Like I didn't finish it until much later, but when I got through it, I was like, wow, that was a crazy game. And it even had like there's like a secret level where you can like walk around the castle of Mario 64 and shoot demons and stuff. Like it was really cool. It definitely spoke to me. I like that game a lot. So I'm
cool.
I'm a little bit more interested in this. I really didn't put two and two together there, I guess.
Yeah, I'd read the article twice, but at the end of the article, the I guess the publisher of the game provided a summary, and it says, "This is Dusk RPG. Are you worthy?" I was like, "What? What? That's kind of weird."
Interesting.
Oh yeah, no, back. Yeah, this is actually has to do with that series. So that's coming out next year sometime. No date given. Coming for Switch 2 and Switch 1. Here's one that's that caught my interest because I've actually played this board game a couple of times with my nephew. This is called King of Tokyo. It's coming for the Switch 1. It's going to be a video game version of the board game. Here's the summary. So, a legendary board game, King of Tokyo, created by renowned game designer Richard Garfield, the mastermind behind the iconic Magic the Gathering, is making its video game debut in spring 2026. And it's getting a physical edition too. So
yeah, I was kind of interested in that one too because I like board games in video game form. So I'll check it out. I didn't know
that he was a designer behind Magic the Gathering. I mean, that's pretty high. What do you call it? Credence there or whatever. I don't know. Holston, we've mentioned this on the show before.
Yeah, Holston is actually getting that's I forget what they're called. They sell us or they send us codes often. But yeah, the first time I heard about this game was through them, and I'm very excited to play it. And they sent me a email about this announcement also, and I said I'm still very excited to play this game. Just to be like, hey, please send us a code for it.
It's a psychological survival horror.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like a Resident Evil game, but it has a really cool art style to it. Was what I was really into, and the way the camera angles move, I thought was really interesting. So yeah, I'm very excited to play that game.
I know you're interested in South of Midnight.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded cool. I heard, I think they talked about it in Video Game Apocalypse, but yeah, I thought it sounded cool, and now it's coming to Switch too. And that's another, when we talked to Hutch last week about Xbox games coming to Switch, that one was announced like the next day. So they're coming. Like that was another like Microsoft game. So I don't know. I heard it was cool, and I was always kind of intrigued by it, and now it's coming to Switch too, so I could try it out.
Coming in the spring. This one debuted on the Game Awards, and this really caught my eye. I think this looks fantastic. It's called Orbitals.
Oh yeah, the anime, but it's like a 2-player thing, right? It's co-op,
a 2-player. Right? I think it's co-op. It's like a space shooter, and it looks like a 1980s anime, which is a look that I've really wanted to see a game succeed at. This one seems like it does. Like it's a 3D game, but it pulls off the 2D look, I think, really well. Not flawlessly, but really well. Specifically the 1980s look. I love the look of like a 1980s kind of sketchy, imperfect, kind of dirty anime. Like Fist of the North Star, I think would be like an iconic, clear representation of
Ninja Scroll. That might have been early 90s, but
I think that's early 90s. But maybe it came here in the early 90s look. Maybe late 80s, yeah. But I just love that style, and I don't think it's ever been really well done in a video game before. But this looks to be turning the page on that, perhaps. So very interested in this one for me.
And kind of a little bit of a like on rails Star Fox-ish.
I think so.
Stuff, right? Too.
Yeah.
Which is definitely needed for a Switch. There's like a Shadowgate game on here too, which I'm like, Beyond Shadowgate, which is like a sequel to Shadowgate. I'm like, guys, can you put Shadowgate like regular on there also? Mm-hmm. Like we have no Shadowgate original on anything on any current consoles. There's actually there is a Shadowgate sequel already on there, but can we have the original one? Especially if we're doing another like NES style one, I would like to see just regular Shadowgate. Or what was the other one that you like, Jeremy? It's just like the same company.
Deja Vu.
Deja Vu, yeah. Put both of those in there.
Kimco.
Yeah, put both of those on there. I saw like this Beyond Shadowgate thing, but I'm like, just give me like Shadowgate 1 too. Like I want, I like that game. I got a cartridge of it. I played the Game Boy Color version. I just always thought it was cool. And
This one was
Shadowgate
just-
64 put that one out also. They had a 64 sequel.
This game was just announced today. Dispatch is coming to Switch 2 and Switch 1.
Yeah, people really like that. It's like isn't it like sort of like a Telltale-ish type
In fact,
game?
some of the people who worked on this worked on Wolf Among Us and Tales from the Borderlands, two Telltale games. So, yeah, with that in mind, I like the Telltale games. I'd be interested in this one.
I heard a lot of really good stuff about it. All right, I heard
Yeah.
people talk like really highly of the. I don't know anything about what the game is aside that people just like it. That's all I know.
It's a superhero workplace comedy set in modern day Los Angeles. It stars Aaron Paul, Laura Bailey, and Jeffrey Wright, among other people. There's a bunch of like internet people who got some roles in there. I know like Alana Pierce is in it, formerly of IGN. Let's see, it's $26.99. It's on sale right now for pre-order. It's going to be $29.99. Normally, it comes out at the end of January on January 28th. So yeah, throw another one on the wish list for me. Too many to decide from, but yeah, it'll be on my wish list for sure. This is interesting. So Jaws is getting a physical re-release. The Jaws NES game. It's because it's the 50th anniversary of Jaws, but
I mean, but
yeah,
it'll be on the Switch. It'll be on the eShop too, right?
yeah,
Obviously.
I'm sure.
Hey, I
That's
held
a little
the candle for that game way back when we did a Patreon episode about 4th of July games. I like that game. I played it as a kid, and
I like that ride at Universal Studios.
and I said that Mr. whatever his name is was incorrect on what he said about it. Whatever the fuck his name is, the nerd guy,
AVGN.
the nerd guy that's on the internet. That guy.
Yep.
I disagree with whatever he says, even though I didn't watch what he said about it, but I disagree with it regardless. But no, I like that game, so I played again on digital. I had some fun with it when I was a child.
We got another announcement for Hitman World of Assassination.
Oh yeah, this was during the Game Awards.
Oh yeah, there was some Hitman stuff on there, right?
Yeah. And they're bringing back they're sort of bringing back a version of a previous campaign, which was called Patient Zero, which is a really interesting, unique twist on the gameplay that was only done in this previous DLC. But basically, you've got a virus that's going around, and you have to take out whoever is spreading the virus. And so, if you take too long, other people are going to get infected, and you'll have to kill those people too to stop the spread of the virus, which lowers your score because you're trying to just take out the one guy who's responsible, right? That's sort of the gist of it. But now this new campaign is called Patient Zero Requiem, and the villain in this is Mila Jovovich.
I mean, I might get it just to kill her. I mean, she did
For all those
she did
Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, for those terrible Resident Evil movies, yeah.
Right.
And Monster Hunter. I mean, I only saw one of those Resident Evil movies, and it actually really wasn't that bad, the first one. But yeah, no, I always thought she was best when she, just looked cute and didn't speak English.
She seemed a little out of place at the Game Awards, but a lot of things did.
I mean, there's always somebody out. I mean, I don't know. There's always something. At least they didn't have like a really old person have to stand on stage for like 40 minutes or whatever for them to do their thing. Like they didn't have another situation, right? Like they did with like when when Al Pacino had to stand there forever. It's like, come on, dude, get your head out of your.
Some guy had a chair.
Let him sit down. Let him sit down or something. Come on, he doesn't care about all your garbage games that you're talking about.
We're getting DLC for Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Oh yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
A lot of people like that game.
I know. I'm just
that was
kidding.
like one of the big, those big game of the years that
Will I
was
ever
just
get
like,
back to that? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games I just flat out skipped this year because I didn't like the first one, like Hades and Hollow Knight. I didn't like either of those first ones really. I mean, Hades I liked, somewhat, but not enough to buy a sequel to it. It was on my game of the year list or whatever, but I never beat it. I was never any good at it. So it's just those roguelites. I just can't get. I don't know. I'm not good at them.
It's all about slamming your head in the wall over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I know. I don't like that. That's not fun to me. But yeah, more and Hollow Knight. Yeah, whatever. I'm also kind of tired of Metroidvanias unless it's an actual Metroidvania
Or Castlevania.
with Metroid in the title in it. Yeah, I would play another Castlevania, but when we're gonna get another one of those, never.
We got
Never.
This like a week ago. We got an announcement and a cancellation within 2 days.
What the postal
Bullet
thing?
Paradise? Yeah,
Because we did it, and you were like, "Oh, that's AI," and then they were like, "Yeah, that's AI. We're canceling it."
yeah. So they posted the trailer, and something caught my eye on there. It was like the shots showing it. Someone's watching TV, and on the TV is a news scroll with words going across, and the words caught my eye because they were just gobbledygook. They were like, some
Lauren Ipsum or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
like that.
And I said it. I thought it was kind of part of the game, like because the whole news thing doesn't make any sense.
Which I thought was
and news
viable.
news is bullshit anyway. Like TV news is complete bullshit.
I thought
it's
maybe
been for years, so I thought that was
some...
what they were playing with there. It's kind of I thought that maybe that was part of the joke or whatever.
After you said that, I thought maybe it's going with an AI theme or whatever. Yeah. Well, it kind of was going with an AI theme, and that like
I guess that it was made by AI
in its entirety.
It was made by AI. Yeah, and so folks called that out, and it was just canceled the next day. So,
really quickly, like right after we mentioned it, it was like already not happening or something. I don't know. And even
hopefully they get it together because
even the company like
the AI that created it became self-aware and was really, really like hurt by the comments. So
right, fine, you don't want me, I'll go away.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, we're not actually doing
that. Let's see. Going back to some IOI stuff, the villain for the James Bond game 007 First Light was revealed, and it's Lenny Kravitz.
He's the villain?
Yeah, maybe he's one of the villains. I don't know, but he's a villain.
Is he gonna stick Bond in that like room from the music video with like all the conveyor belts, and he like won't know where to go? And
that's Jamiroquai.
And he'll just is it?
That's Jamiroquai. Yeah.
Oh dang. Well,
Lenny Kravitz is the thing about this character is like you go to like fight him and then he flies away.
Is he the Are You Gonna Know My Name? Is that the I don't remember what Lenny Kravitz did. He wasn't the one in the conveyor belt room?
Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
He's the dad of Zoe Kravitz, who is in the High Fidelity remake.
I mean, I understand the way the last names work. I figured out they were related
that's the
to
same
each
person's
other.
family.
I thought you were gonna say the father of Catwoman from the Batman movie with the Pat Bat.
The father of Eartha Kitt.
I liked better. No, she was the newest Catwoman in the Robert Pattinson Batman, which is supposed to have a sequel sometime this century.
We're getting a Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties direct.
Yeah, on the 22nd. I'm excited. I'm going to be the only one to watch it on this show, but I'm very excited for Kiwami 3. I was really close to beating Kiwami 2, but I was fine. I was like, I'll just wait and I'll beat it right before 3 comes out, and then I'll be extra excited. But yeah, no, I love those games, so keep bringing them out. I will keep buying them. So
let's take a moment to boo the fact that Netflix is going to buy Warner Brothers.
Boo!
I don't even want to talk about that. Like I'd forgotten that it happened, and I'm happy that I did forget.
Our Netflix overlords.
I mean, it's just basically going to be. I mean, it already kind of screwed me over before when like Warner Brothers bought like Discovery, and like there were a whole bunch of shows that got canceled within that. Like one company acquiring another company is never good. Mm-mm. It's just and then there was this whole like where Paramount was trying to buy them, and I was listening to like Kevin Smith's podcast. Well, he wasn't on it, but they were talking about like it's like, oh, do you want to die in like 2 weeks or 10 weeks? Like how out of the two of Netflix having it or Paramount having it, it's like they're both awful, but which death is sooner to you? I don't know. Paramount's like owned by Saudi Arabia, and Trump likes them more, so I don't know. There's a lot of things out there. It sucks. I mean, Netflix said they were basically, not in so many words, but they said they were going to try to bury movie theaters around the world by saying that movies will have a even shorter time in theater. Like, they're only in theaters for like a couple weeks now. Like, you want it even less than that?
you know-
Like, it's fucking bullshit.
I saw the Frankenstein movie in the theater, which was made by Netflix, and it was only out for like 2 weeks or something. Let me that movie was fantastic.
I saw that. I watched that.
I saw it. I saw it too. It was all right. But I mean, I watched.
I really loved it. It
I mean,
deserved more than 2 weeks in theaters.
I mean, you got to realize I've seen like 300 Frankenstein movies, so it's okay. It's got nothing on the 30s movies.
I watched that one movie you recommended to me, Trey.
Did you watch Eddington?
Yes, I watched Eddington.
Oh,
it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Yes, you watched Eddington. I love that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, isn't it great? No, it's Ari Aster's latest movie. I thought it was something. One of my favorites of the year. That's for sure. I'm glad you watched that movie and you weren't like,
yeah,
fuck you for making me watch this movie. No, I thought it was good. It's a good movie. It's on HBO Max, which probably won't exist anymore now that it's owned by Netflix.
And they just went back to HBO Max.
Yeah, one of the things that, I mean, this is, petty, but one thing that scares me and has scared a lot of people on the internet is what is going to happen to AEW because, AEW is on HBO Max and WWE is on Netflix, and I saw some people being scared about AEW possibly, being smushed out because of Netflix paying whatever amount of money they did for, shitty WWE stuff, and I don't know. I don't think any of it's going to come out well. This whole thing.
I mean, these things never go well. These acquisitions.
I mean, a whole lot of people are going to get fired. A whole lot of things are going to get canceled. There's going to be less work out there for me, someone who works in the industry. So,
but don't worry, because Warner Brothers CEO David Zaslav is going to be a billionaire after this, as profiled in Fortune magazine, where he says,
"Well, good for him.
Key to be a billionaire: never be outworked." Okay, dude.
No, key to be a billionaire is to have billionaire parents. The key to being a billionaire is to have rich parents. That's anybody who's anything is.
Imagine doing such a bad job that you have to put your company up for sale. That Warner Brothers, the storied, 100+ year old studio, is now up for sale. You did such a bad job, and then because you own stock in the company, you're going to be making $1 billion off of this sale. Like, this is fucked up. You're getting rewarded for screwing up your company so bad that you have to sell it.
Yeah, getting rewarded for failing.
Yeah, fuck that. Never be outworked. Come on, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
he's gonna start like a AI weapons company like the Spotify guy did or something.
I mean, HBO was a pretty great thing. They had a lot of really good shows come out of there. It's at the end of that now. I don't know.
Yeah, like True Blood.
No, or like
that was Showtime.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that HBO? No, whatever. They had a bunch of great shows.
The Altos.
I'm too tired to think of it. They had a big, like, The Sopranos and shit like that. Like, there was a big deal of them having excellent.
And they were
shows.
like synonymous with like comedy for many, many years. Like that was like how.
Or Mr. Show was an HBO show too. Speaking of comedy stuff.
Yeah. We can't end this episode without getting some thoughts on the Street Fighter movie,
or like that cop show. I can't. With all the black people on it, the really good show. I only watched one season, but it was incredible. The one dude,
Propaganda.
Michael B. Jordan's in there, young Michael B. Jordan. Neither of you are gonna know it because you haven't seen it, but it's really good. I mean, it's like considered one of the greatest shows of all time, and I'm kind of feel stupid that I can't remember it.
Brooklyn something or another.
No,
The Wire.
There you go, The Wire.
Yeah.
Considered one of the best shows of all time. Season 1 was incredible.
That one show was cool with Steve Buscemi. What was that? Boardwalk Empire. That was a good show.
That was an HBO show. I'm just saying they had a lot of big shows. Game of Thrones. People liked that until it got really shitty for the last 2 seasons. Yeah, there's a Street Fighter trailer. I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
Well, I mean, I watched them walk out for the Game Awards thing, and I think I saw a second of the teaser and silent, and
it was kind of cool that Orville Peck's going to be in the movie. That's what stuck out to me.
Which one's that?
Orville Peck plays Vega. Yeah, Orville Peck's like
he wears a mask too, right?
Yeah, and Orville Peck's like a really cool. I know, I really like his music, and he's like, he's gay, so his music's like macho gay country. It's really good.
That's interesting.
I mean, I think it's funny, to have somebody who wears a mask play someone who wears a mask. So
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I
got
don't think
the
he's
job.
Spanish. He's more Canadian, but that's okay.
He's wearing a mask. We'll never know. Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't really. I've seen pictures of it, and I saw it I saw it silent, but I'm not.
It's worth a watch because it's interesting. It's different from. I don't know. It definitely stands out. I don't know if in a good way or bad way. It's just a different trailer. It's got sort of like the music is almost like a 70s Hong Kong movie, but like an updated version of that. Yeah, I don't know. It's either going to be great or terrible. It's kind of a cliche thing to say, but
It'll be bad.
It's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be bad. Yeah, I don't know.
It looks a little bit like Hollywood cosplay for sure.
I think it's gonna be bad, but it's gonna be ridiculous bad, and it's still gonna make
it does
a ton
look
of money.
ridiculous.
Maybe.
And Cody Rhodes, the haircut, I don't know if that's gonna work. But we'll see. Maybe it was just an awkward shot.
Whoever's playing Zangief looks like the perfect actor.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
Zangief. Yeah, that guy is fucking huge. I did notice on the stage, he's like 3 people together. Like he's gigantic. He's so. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this fucking 10
He's
foot
the juggernaut, bitch.
Who is the 10-foot tall Zangief up there?
There are things about this that give me hope though, which a lot of the people that they cast are relative unknowns who are actual martial artists.
Yeah.
Like one of the girls, she was in Cobra Kai and she was awesome in Cobra Kai, but she turns out to be, she's not just like a, like a good looking woman or whatever, looks good in the costume. She's actually like the world champion, like the female world champion martial artist.
Damn.
Yeah, she's legit. And the guy playing Ryu, I don't remember his name, but I looked him up, and yeah, he's a martial artist too.
Yeah, but maybe is he Japanese?
I don't know, but
the guy who's playing Blanca actually can channel electricity through his body.
Oh yeah, Jason Momoa.
Are you talking about Jason Momoa? Yeah.
One of his talents, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they use that in Game of Thrones? Come on.
He was really big in Des Moines. I remember John Wedgeworth telling me about Jason Momoa being like a big star of Des Moines. I think he went to college there or something, but
he's good in the Minecraft movie.
But he's a big he's a big Des Moines guy. Yeah, no, I mean he was funny. He seemed to be funny in Minecraft movie. I watched it silent, but I thought that all the stuff he said was probably funny. I don't know. he seemed to be one of the better parts of the movie. Him and Jack Black, obviously, but I mean, I think Jason Momoa is, good for you, man. Like we got to see like a second of him from the Supergirl movie for the Lobo stuff, and that's going to be, if they do it right, people are going to forget who Deadpool is once they see Lobo. They're going to be Deadpool. Fuck that guy. Lobo is pretty fucking awesome. They need to. I'm excited to see Jason Momoa as Lobo.
Los Lobos kick your ass.
He's a cool dude. I got a whole lot of his comics. But yeah, no,
Actually,
the Street Fighter movie. I didn't watch. I don't know. I don't
watch the trailer.
I don't watch anything. I haven't watched YouTube for like 3 weeks. Like I just stopped caring. But no, Street Fighter. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it when it's on a streaming service that I already pay for. Some point when I'm on the exercise bike or something like that is when I'll watch it. I don't know. I'm not really excited. I have no excitement for video game movies. Period. Really. So it's especially a Street Fighter one. It's like there's no. I don't care. I have all of the Street Fighter games. I can play those. Those are fun. Street Fighter movies are not. So,
it seems backwards to make a movie out of a game when games should be made out of movies, right?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't need a Hollywood version of one of my favorite games of all time. Like Street Fighter 6 was amazing.
I just want to know the Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
It's cheap. It's cheaper to get than a movie ticket. It's like on sale for $15 sometimes. Go do that.
And it's interactive.
Yeah, go do that instead of watching those garbage movies.
Yeah, like Citizen Kane.
I mean, I like that movie. But that's, that was back when they made movies and not whatever they do now. Anyway,
the last thing I want to mention is that Arcade 1-Up was kind of on the ropes like this week. There was rumors that they were going to shut down. But just today, or maybe it was yesterday, it came out that one of their competitors is going to acquire "quote unquote" select assets of Arcade 1-Up.
And they're getting bought by Netflix. Hey,
Yep, they're also getting bought by Netflix.
Yeah.
Hey, hooray!
and now
the
you
assets are going to be the controller and the screen part.
and whatever,
That's it.
and now you can play 1-Up games on your Netflix account. So much fun.
So I'm glad they're going to continue to support the current games, and because you can play these online and all that. Yeah, and I think it's too cool of an idea to go away. Like, and even if Arcade 1-Up hasn't quite managed it well, or maybe made too many, or I don't know what the reason is. I don't know.
I've got a
cool.
theory, and it's called cost.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I think it's made for a specific
Yeah,
specific people that want to spend like a certain amount of money on these or whatever. So
You want to pay the price of a new console for a small collection of games.
yeah, it's very specific market, for rich people or whatever.
it's specific, and even like me, who's not rich, I have limited space. I have 3 of them right now. I really can't get another one because I just don't have a spot for it, and I don't want my whole space to be just arcade games, But
That'd be terrible.
that would be awful. Yes, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I thought about getting one at one point, but yeah, I just didn't know where to put it, and also I didn't want to spend that much money on like one game or whatever.
It surprised me that Arcade 1-Up never put out like the ultimate MAME cabinet. A bunch of companies have made MAME cabinets, or done that with their own little, ecosystem, make their own version of Steam or whatever with the games that they have the license.
Yeah,
for.
like a one where you can download the games or whatever.
Yeah, so you can just have your one machine, and then they can make their money, by selling digital games or whatever. I don't know, but I'm glad that someone's picking up the pieces and fighting on with it, because I think it's a good idea that needs a little love and care and some working on.
Keep working on or something.
All right, well, maybe let's stop working on and end the show.
Yeah, I think last episode of the year. Sayonara 2025.
Bye.
Yeah, we'll be back. When we come back, it'll be the next year.
Let's get ready for that 250th anniversary of the U.S.
Oh, is that what's happening? But we won't completely be gone for 2 weeks because there'll be other stuff up there on the free feed and on the Patreon feed, which you can find at patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast. We just recorded an episode about Christmas movies that would make great games. So that one will be out before the end of the year. So just for $1, you can listen to that. And there'll be a sample of it on the free feed too. And also WART radio, and there might be some extra free stuff that show up on the regular feed. And listen to the edited version of 500. It's got a great opening on there. And plus it's got a lot of music too that we talked about in the episode. So, including the Piranha Lullaby that Jeremy fell asleep to is in there somewhere. So, I mean, you didn't fall asleep to that, but you put it in the video. So that's why I put it in there. But yeah, it's a good time. Listen to it. Listen to the guests and listen to all their shows and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that's been this episode. We've been your hosts. I'm Trey Johnson.
I'm Jerry Mikowski.
John Knitter.
And thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
See ya, Fighter 2 Turbo
Championship Edition.
with Cody Rhodes.
An Orville Peck.
Yeah.
オラはさすらいのフライボはこりゃ祭り林の山根どころさ好み一ついざ今日ば探すちょいちょい咲かせえんやこら任せチントンからリオピータララちょいちょい咲かせえんやこら任せいろはにほへと花吹雪ごらん遊ばせ皆の衆ゴロゴロリン外の下女りじゃ右さ左さえいもせず意義はよいよい帰る クターのようなお召し物
We did lose John. Hopefully John's coming back.
Yeah, we keep. It's a weird night tonight. People keep dropping off. At least my internet seems to be okay, as far as I know.
I think people feel awkward. They're not wearing jeans.
He was mad about. He's mad about me talking against Skyrim. That's his favorite game of all time.
It's true.
He's like, I love the Link outfit that you could get on there for Switch 1. You could have that. Sicky and point and clicky. You guys are both really loud. That's all right.
It's like a high school game.
I got it on my end. Don't change what you're doing. Keep it going. You're doing great. You're both doing a great job.